嗨，大家早安，早安，Good morning，Good morning。感谢路上钱的水费，感谢小肥羊加入个卷27个月啦哥，安。感谢花加入个是22个月啦哥，早安，早安，早安。Good morning，等我一下，吹个水。哎呦。就懂呢，最近真的是一直下雨，烦死了。OK， 追完整件事，它到底有多久啊？1个小时19分钟，是不是？我们就来看一下吧。我会喝水跟吹水是2件事啊，吹水是放松喉咙啊。第1集哦，它有很多集，是不是？好，先走吧。感觉我们可以开个，我们应该可以开个1.25倍。
身心状况都出问题，真是太可恶了！你要这样对人家，就不要怪别人这样对你，连电影都不敢这样写。我们来看看。
来，
全美最好的乐高店偷走价值20万美元的乐高，还大言不惭的说没有偷，搞到人家身心状况都出问题，真是太可恶了。
20万是
你要
台
这样对人
币还是美金啊？
家，就不要怪别人这样对你，连电影都不敢这样写。我们来看看这个世纪大劫案吧。
Best video of the year? All right. I have no idea what to expect. Buckle up.
This man spent his life collecting what's now known as the world's largest Lego Star Wars collection ever. Wow. It's estimated to be worth around $200,000. And then the entire thing got stolen, and the police are actively working with the thieves to cover the entire thing up. But the craziest part is that the collector doesn't even know that his collection's been stolen. Yeah, the collector's son, Brian, well, he reached out to me because he has no clue how to break this news to his dad.
At this point, my father had a health episode. We can't bring any stress to him.
The reason he's reaching out to me is because the police are covering this entire thing up. And at this moment, I promised Brian that I would not end this video until I get his entire world record Star Wars collection back. But anyways, the thief of this collection is actually a corporation called Bricks and Minifigs.
What? Bricks and Minifigs, the biggest toy store of its kind.
It's the largest toy store.
Bricks and Minifigs, we're not just your average Lego store.
For collectors, Bricks and Minifigs is basically seen as the best and safest way to sell your Lego collections.
So is this like GameStop or something like this for like Legos? I've never even heard of this store before.
Because there's so much positive media about them everywhere,
so
Brian thought that this would be the perfect store to finally sell his dad's Lego Star Wars collection.
So I wrote up a contract.
In the contract, it says that these are still the family's Lego sets, but every time one gets sold, the store gets to keep a small percentage of each sale.
This was a store's worth of inventory. So that store that day was nothing but my dad's collection. Like,
so they just took the entire thing and put it in a store?
All the shelves filled. They had to bring in extra shelves and build the whole party room with shelves.
But the owner of the franchise, this woman, well, her husband had to actually leave the country due to some work-related reasons.
All the footage and evidence is there in the security cam footage. It's him at the store kicking her out. In that footage they sent us is Crystal asking him, how am I supposed to pay this guy? These are sets he has not been paid for.
Yeah.
These are ones that he has not been paid his percentage yet. And if I don't have any tickets, I won't know how much I need to pay him.
That's a business thing and not necessarily yours. He's taking on the business, he takes on all that consignment liability.
His own corporation is sitting there on video saying they're going to take it.
Yeah. I mean, well, and he's right about that, because logically, if the owner changes, he's signing a contract with the business, not with the specific owner, I'm assuming, right? So it would make sense that, yeah, obviously you inherit that obligation.
Kicked out of her own store, she called Brian explaining how corporate just came down and is now trying to take the world's largest Lego Star Wars collection without paying for it.
Huh?
So Brian called the store to see what was going on.
Called the store, and I said, what happened to Crystal? And he goes, well, that's kind of a private matter, but the corporation's taken over the store. There's something I can do to help you with. I said, well, yeah. I am the owner of about half your store's inventory.
Yeah.
All those vintage Star Wars sets you have in there are ours. And he goes, I don't know anything about that.
我不知道这回事。
Well, you better get to learn about it because I have a contract, I have photo evidence, video evidence.
Yeah.
Like, that is our collection.
I feel like
so I went down to the store, brought a copy of the contract. We're like, you need to let me in back and let me see the sets that you still have. All you have to do is let me in back. We can go that route or we can go to court. And the guy just looks at me, crosses his arms and goes, let me tell you what's going to happen. If we go to court, we're going to drag this thing out so long, and you're going to end up spending so much more money than your collection was ever worth or what you ever got.
So he's trying to strong arm him into doing, oh my God.
Bricks and Minifigs knows that this family, especially with the father's health, doesn't have the resources to take them to court. And almost mockingly, they've since flooded all of their social media with tons of pictures of Star Wars Legos. At this point,
so they're rubbing their face in it even. Holy shit.
It seems like they're just rubbing it in this family's face that they stole the world's largest Lego Star Wars collection in the world, and they got away with it.
Everybody is absolutely baffled.
25 likes.
How the hell can a corporation get away with doing that?
Exactly, they can.
Yeah.
而且
why
我
are
就
the
在
cops
讲，
not
整件事情
helping?
发生在建构在美国诉讼成本很高，然后不像台湾一爆开全台暴动，直接公关 dead 的剧。
Luckily for Brian,
这个
a
算是
YouTuber
全
ended
网
up
暴
catching
动
wind
了
of
吧？
the
暴
story.
动到
He
台湾就
created
知
a
道
team
了
of。YouTubers to do whatever they could to get Brian his Legos back.
This is the full inventory of all the sets and minifigs.
Oh
We can
my
figure out how to
God.
get this guy his money and his stuff back.
But right after they started, they instantly stopped working on this case. So I called one of them to find out why.
So they were threatening legal action against us. You know, Bricks Minifigs, which is a pretty big company who probably has way more resources than we can, really put up a fight against.
Just bully anyone that tries to expose them with frivolous lawsuits.
So they DMCA'd it or they shut it down?
Yeah.
Well, it's obvious what's happening, right? I mean, his dad is like, this guy's old, right? He's like probably in his 40s. And so he's married, everything. So like he's having to deal with his dad's deteriorating health. They're selling his collection probably to pay for his out. Like, this is awful. How can anything be worse than this? He ain't old. He's old enough for his dad to probably be at an elder age that you are going to have to be taking care of your dad.
Well, I guess now it's time for me to get involved. So immediately I went to my car, picked up some friends, and started driving 16 hours to this Bricks and Minifigs store. And I will do literally whatever it takes. Even if I have to take down the entire police force, I will stop at nothing until this family gets their entire Lego Star Wars collection back. And now, 16 hours later, we're finally pulling up to the Bricks and Minifigs store. So I started a pair of spy camera glasses. That's what I'm gonna use to film this. And honestly, I kind of just want to hear Bricks and Minifigs side of the story.
Hi, how's it going?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
It's pretty good. So basically, my friend said that you guys have some of his Legos, I think, and he told me to come here and see if I could pick them up.
Who's your friend?
I think they're Brian's Legos. It's like a big Star Wars collection set, I think.
Uh-oh.
You could go ahead and leave now.
Uh-oh.
Really?
So you could go ahead and leave now, or I will call the police for harassment.
Well, I'm not harassing you.
No, you are. Hi. You want to watch the cameras? I'm being harassed by you. Watch the cameras.
What?
I am being harassed.
他就只是
Literally,
进来
all I
问一
did
下，
was just
然
bring up
后
that my friend has some Legos in
就
their
说他
store,
骚
and
扰。
the manager started freaking out on me. But I wasn't going to leave the store without hearing her side of the story. Before showing up, I printed a copy of the contract the store made with Brian, saying that all of these Lego sets will remain his until sold. Because I have a contract, legal reason to be here, legally this does not count as harassment. Instead,
that's not. I think actually he's wrong on this. I think the police can remove him because he's not legally representing the guy. But again, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not the police. I have no idea. And this situation is such a it's very obvious that he's in the right morally, even though very clearly maybe this is technically illegal.
Yep.
What they're doing is a million times worse, right?
The manager should be checking the store's inventory to see if these sets are still in their store.
Well, so here's still all of the Lego sets you guys still have.
I don't have anything to do with that, and I don't
他
want
开始
that.
装死，他开始
Go ahead
装
and leave. I'm
傻。
gonna ask you one more time. This is the last time. I do not want that. You're not handing me anything.
I tried for a long time just to get her to look at this contract. But finally, she gave me an answer of why she can't help me.
You're supposed to be getting a hold of corporate.
Basically, what the manager's saying is that if someone did steal the Legos, it wasn't her, it was corporate. But little does the manager know, I already did this. Yep, I literally went to the corporate Bricks and Minifigs headquarters.
Oh, no.
And this was corporate side of the story.
You have to talk to the store owner.
Right. Okay. So yeah, go talk to the store owner. Store owner says you have to talk to corporate. You go talk to corporate. Says talk to the store owner. It's the infinite limbo with zero accountability.
Oh my god.
We can't do anything with it here. Their decisions are their decisions. For sure.
So when they say go to corporate, how do we respond next time?
I have no idea. You have to take it up with them. It's your thing with them. That doesn't involve us.
I don't even think that's true, by the way, because if you're taking on a consignment of like a, what do you call it, of a contract, and then the contract is owned and made with bricks and minifigs, then they would be accountable for it.
Corporate tells me this. I'm supposed to come back to the store, right? Oh, this is what corporate told us.
I'm happy that's what corporate told you. For the last time, I'm asking you to leave the store.
They need to get a reason to leave, I guess.
They should immediately get a, like, I mean, I'm sure like this is the video's just beginning, right? They need to have a legal,
I don't know about you guys,
a lawyer involved.
To me, it kind of seems like the only reason she's asking me to leave the store is to cover up this $200,000 theft.
How many times have you been asked to leave?
Was there a reason you're asking me to leave?
You need to leave. I've asked you to leave. You need to leave. I've asked you how many times to leave. I've been asking to leave.
Eventually, the owner of the store called in and asked if he could talk to me.
Are you the owner of the Bricks and Minifig store?
Yeah, why? What you got?
So basically, I just wanted to get some of the Legos back that you guys still have. I think I'm looking for the clone turbo tank.
Why do you think you would be entitled to our inventory?
Because it's in the contract.
At least I confirmed the Legos are still here. The only thing is, the owner's claiming that he's the owner of these Lego sets. I mean, it's pretty stupid of him to say that, considering I'm literally holding a copy of a contract he made with the store that said that this Lego Star Wars collection is not the store's property, it's the family's property. The contract makes all of this very clear, so I want to give him one more chance to answer a little bit better.
Well, I just want to get it back to my friend. He said he couldn't get it back, so I was just wondering if I could just come pick him up. Because you guys don't have him, right?
Bro, why do you think your friend would be entitled to your inventory?
Bro.
What's his? He owns the Legos.
Huh? He doesn't own the Legos.
Well, yeah, we have a contract. He does own them.
No, bro, are you an idiot? Are you stupid?
That's an idiot.
The police is showing up right now.
I'm gonna be honest. I think this is a communication error.
Hey, how's it going?
Well, at least the police are here now, so once I show him the contract we're in with the store, we can finally get the Legos back.
Basically, we have, I think it's like $200,000 worth of Lego sets that we just have them in the store, and we just like to pick them up, I guess, because they were going to sell it for us, but I guess they're not selling it for us anymore.
But it doesn't sound like they want you here, right? So they
but they have our sets, though, yeah.
Understand that. Right here, the factor is that they don't want you their private owned store, and they don't want you on the site.
But I don't want them to keep the Lego sets, though.
Okay.
So
yeah.
The police officer literally didn't care at all that the store just stole $200,000 worth of Legos. Yeah. For some reason, he made it seem like I was the bad guy.
So you are trespassing here.
Huh?
Trespass for life. So if you come back.
Oh, for life?
Yeah.
终身禁止.
Okay.
Oh, so how do I get the Legos back then if I can't go in the store?
Okay, we talked about it. Do you understand the trespass portion? If you come back, you will be arrested.
Brian did warn me that the police are actively trying to cover this up. So Brian and I are now officially trespassed from the store. If we ever come back to ask for his own Lego collection back, then we're going to be arrested.
What's crazy is that he's trespassed. Like, I could understand the YouTuber getting trespassed because it's a third party.
感谢，我觉得烂的这样听台湾会知道，或是美国会爆开，是因为后续警察和法院操作非常的送头啊。现在就已经很生气了，后面还有更送头。
But like, if this guy is trespassed on a property that he made a contract with, there's something that's like insanely wrong.
We've been filming for 10 minutes and I'm already trespassed from Bricks and Minifigs, which is like the whole location of the video. So how do I film a video of Bricks and Minifigs now if I can't even legally go back there?
Yeah, they need to talk to a lawyer.
So to continue the video without getting arrested, I went back to Bricks and Minifigs corporate offices.
感谢，我就烂这样听这件事，就对警察他们做法让很多美国人想起曾经被警察怎样不公平合法对待，犹他州的更扯。
So you guys are holding some of our Legos?
No, we're not.
集体公愤，集体民怨。
No.
That's a lie. You did take the Legos.
No. So we have our attorneys have visited. Like again. So who's
Brian Mansell.
Okay, and who's that?
He's the guy who had a bunch of. He had like $200,000 worth of Legos in your guys' store.
Nope. Never happened.
This is his CEO? Oh my god.
But anyways, now that we just caught the CEO in this lie, I wanted to let him know that it's going to be much easier if he just gives us the Legos back now.
If you just want to give it back now, it's going to be a lot easier for you guys, you know? I think you guys would prefer the easy way. The hard way, I don't think you guys are really going to like it. Either.
So you can leave if you come back here.
他又要叫警察 ，OK。
Right now, I will call the cops.
So you don't want to do the easy way?
So you're threatening me. What you are doing right now is illegal. It's an extortion.
So catching you guys in illegal activity, that's illegal on me.
And with that, Bricks and Minifigs has made their decision.
这些人完全没有想要看一下那个合约，就是也不是说不想看合约，反正他们
Yeah,
就是
just give us
装
the
死。
stuff back. It's really simple.
Well, they've only left me one other option, which is the hard way. But now it's pretty much the super hard way because the police are protecting them. If I ever go back to this store, I'm getting arrested.
What the fuck?
After watching the footage over and over, my final conclusion is, yeah, the manager sucks. But she's not really the mastermind of this whole thing. She's just protecting the mastermind of this whole thing because she's brainwashed. But luckily for me, through my YouTube career, I've infiltrated tons of cults and I've personally experienced some of the most intense and crazy brainwashing in the entire world. Basically,
what the fuck?
I'm pretty sure that I could brainwash one of these Bricks and Minifigs employees way harder than any corporate offices could.
Yeah.
And yes, that's the plan. Brainwash the Bricks and Minifigs employees to be on my side. Yeah, I'm starting a Lego cult. I mean, a true cult would never actually call themselves a cult. They always disguise themselves as something else. So, yes, I'm actually just starting a
all this is
regular
over
old Lego
Legos.
club. Yep. That's what we're calling it. My friend Victor is going to be the cult recruiter. I dressed him up to look like a famous YouTuber, so he would look powerful, and the employees here will have to listen to him.
Oh my god. Oh
my name's Victor. We're going to Bricks and Minifigs. Let's go. All right, guys. We are heading into the store right now.
He was doing amazing.
Oh my
but we
god.
had to make sure that these employees know that Victor is the real deal.
Dude, that's crazy. Hey, let's go. Yo, we got a fan over here. 1, 2, 3. Toys for everyone. Yeah. Real quick pic. Hey, I'll send you that clip later, all right?
You can? Yeah.
So far, everything we had set up was working perfectly. But now, we have to come up with some type of way to get one of these employees out of the store so we can brainwash them.
Hey, what's going on? So we're just filming a quick video. Maybe you and her want to do like some kind of challenge for like $100.
I mean, sure, I'm down for that. I don't whatever.
What's happening right now? Do they believe it?
He's doing the challenge. Hell yeah, they're believing the challenge.
3, 2, 1. Yellow! Go, 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 go!
And these employees started their YouTube challenge. And yeah, I'm just gonna fast forward. I'm not gonna
Wait a minute, so they invented all of this. Like, this is crazy. So they invented this entire narrative just so they could get contact with the employees? Holy shit.
All you really need to know is that this girl ended up winning.
Bye-bye, sweet. So I'm gonna call my producer. It's going right now.
How's it going?
他刚刚那个马赛克根本就没有马到啊。
We're gonna kind of do like an award ceremony. Like the Lego Club wants to host the award ceremony for you. So, yeah. And just like that, she's in. So we traveled deep into the woods and waited for this employee to show up.
他把人家带到树林里面。
There's oh wait, this is real, right? Okay, wait a minute. All right, so can we just talk about yeah, you want a competition, and what you have to do is you have to meet us out in the middle of the woods. Like, I'm sorry, this is crazy. Like, how do you get somebody to do this? Like, I thought that the people that would believe this shit got removed from natural selection like 3,000 years ago, right? You would assume that like this would have kind of worked itself out many moons ago. But how is this still happening?
And with that, our new cult member has
所以你各位
What the fuck?
The Lego Queen! Yes, she's the Lego Queen!
跑到树林里面去颁一个 Lego Queen 的奖 ，What the fuck？
Special person in the entire world.
Oh my god. Employee of Bricks and Minifigs.
The winner goes to
This poor girl. This
Lego Queen! Lego Queen! Lego Queen! Lego Queen! Lego Queen!
哦，我在看邪教养吗？
Another thing I've personally seen a lot of cults do is they instantly give new recruits power. If people feel powerful, they're less likely to think that they're the ones that are being manipulated. So we got to give this girl some power.
You give me power?
Yes. Yeah, we're
不是他刚不是还帮他马赛克，现在完全不马赛克是怎样？
I feel like I can do anything I want. Step on the Lego Griffin.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Beautiful dog style.
This is so ridiculous. I don't even know if it's real. This is
fuck. 而且鳄鱼的教精，这就是洗脑亚洲，用家庭教育跟观念洗脑，让你无条件服从家人。美国是用宗教洗脑，台湾其实也有宗教洗脑了，让你无条件服从教会。整件事目前爆出警方、政界跟相关人员全部都是磨死。What the fuck？ 想象一下亚洲家庭原理是一样的，连政界都有了，是不是？
insane.
我的
And now
天
the
哪！
employee is fully brainwashed.
insane.
Okay, maybe not
It's-
fully
it's- this is
brainwashed,
so
but
insane.
we definitely
I
did
don't
a
even know what
much
to
better
say.
job at brainwashing her than corporate Bricks and Minifigs did. So hopefully now I'm finally safe to bring up these Star Wars Lego sets.
We heard something about like some like Star Wars sets.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about that or?
I know some of it. They were gonna reimburse him for everything.
Huh?
And then I think they did, and he's still upset about everything, which I get.
They reimbursed him for everything?
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have any of his stuff on the shelves.
But just like every other cult member out there, these employees have been told a lie and are now willing to pretty much die to defend this lie.
How did it worked? Like the thing is, like, this is so ridiculous that like I can't even believe it.
So we think they've been lying to you. So these were all the sets in the store, and they're all metadata timestamped.
Wait, we do have these ones.
Yeah, those are all his.
No, some of them I think we do still have.
Yeah, I know you guys do. You showed me one of them when I.
Oh my god！ 其实这样讲起来算，其实这样讲起来算是合理的，就是员工的反应，他们是被骗的，所以他们才会这么就是保护店家的感觉，他们是被骗的。店家高层 CEO 跟他们说早就退款啦，是对方在难产啊，对方想要削我们啊，对方在搞我们啊，对方找人来烦我们啊，遇到这种事情报警就对了，不要跟他沟通，我们早就已经退款了，对方想要削我们，对方无耻之类的，就这样告诉所有的员工。
Yeah, all I did was.
You know what's really funny is after you left, I got a call from my boss, and it was like, how do we get them arrested?
Dang.
How do we get them arrested?
Now that we have a Bricks and Minifigs employee on our side, it's time to finally complete our mission and get Josh, the owner's number.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. 他
she's been
这个
totally
YouTuber 成功了哎
Holy shit. Like I'm like this has to be fake or something. Like how's this even real?
Oh, did he give you Josh's number? Can I take a picture of it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
fuck? 就这样要到电话
Who is this guy?
Hello, this is Josh.
Hello. I'm just calling to get my Legos back. I think they told me to talk to you about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what Legos?
I think it's the Star Wars set. I have a list. I can kind of pull it up. I was just wondering, like, how we can get them back. Should I, like, if I get your okay, I can just walk in the store and.
I don't know what Legos you're talking about, dude. What are you talking about?
I think one of them's called like the Super Trooper set. I think we got, what else is there?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't?
Since Josh was pretending to not remember any of the Star Wars sets that make up half of his store's inventory, I decided to send him over a picture of the contract to stores
send
it.
the contract, yeah.
What contract is it? I didn't sign a contract. I didn't sign that agreement. I didn't agree to anything in that.
And now I finally understand the legal loophole that Josh is using to get away with this. It's probably the stupidest loophole I've ever heard in my entire life. Josh is claiming that it's not his name on the contract, it's the previous owner's, which makes no sense because in the security camera footage, he tells the previous owner that he's going to be the one taking over the contract now.
Yeah.
And I guess this is some sort of just contract loophole he's trying to use to steal the world's largest Lego Star Wars collection.
In order for me to be under contract, I have to sign something.
The business
or
is
you have
under
to take it over
contract.
from the previous owner, right?
No, that's not how the law works.
Yeah, it is.
It is?
So
if that's how the law works, then sue me for it.
Sue me for
to get the Legos
it.
back, like.
告我
Let's go to court. I'm calling the police right now, and you guys are going to be arrested for harassment.
Calling the Jesus.
Or do you feel threatened right now?
Yeah.
I was surprised at how much the owner wanted us to sue him. He wants this because Brian already tried to sue him, and it didn't work.
We've been to a couple attorneys, and they basically spelled it out, saying here's the path that's going to happen if you go down each of these routes. They're now in Spain, so we're getting into that whole international thing. Just to have an injunction on the store to have them go back and prove what they sold and not. That's like $60,000 to $70,000.
6到7万美元
Bricks and Minifigs knows that Brian and his dad don't have nearly enough resources to sue a company as big as Bricks and Minifigs.
He's like, we're gonna keep these. You're gonna walk away from this. You're not coming back. And if you choose to sue us, we will drag this out in court until it is well past what this collection is worth.
So let's lay out the puzzle pieces really quick. If Brian and his dad sue Bricks and Minifigs, it's gonna ruin their lives. And by the way, this Bricks and Minifigs company has been treating this family. I only think it's fair if they're the ones that get their lives ruined.
Yeah, sure.
In order to make things right, it looks like we gotta do this.
而且我觉得这件事情
Now
完全
Bricks and
没有
Minifigs
什
has their
么
life ruined, and you can see Brian and us. We are the ones now doing the illegal activity.
So I told my group the plan.
完完全
We have to
全
do something illegal.
对方就是个
Do anything illegal.
混蛋。
Well, but the thing is, they're getting screwed because of it, because they would have to upfront the cost, and then if they take us to court, then
I'm down for the illegal stuff.
And the group is in. So now it's time to do an illegal business move against Bricks and Minifigs. Let's just hope that they take the bait and sue us.
What I was thinking is, what's the easiest way to get them to sue us? We steal their name.
That's good. Oh, man.
What?
Perfect. First, I went to Google Maps and took a screenshot of the sign outside their store. I got rid of their tagline because it's boring, and I changed it to "We steal from old people." And now the tagline's actually accurate. Also added a cute little company logo. And this is my plan of how I'm going to make it into court with Bricks and Minifigs for free. Once we're in court, we can finally hold Bricks and Minifigs accountable for stealing the world's largest Star Wars Lego collection. And of course, they're also going to try and get me in trouble, but this is where I'm going to make my grand reveal. You see, this entire time, my company name was actually called We Steal From Old People. Yeah, the words Bricks and Minifigs, that's just the company tagline. In America, there's no specific law that says whether the tagline has to be above or beneath the company name, so I'm just allowed to do this.
This guy, like, what's so crazy is that this dude goes from like 200 IQ to 2 IQ back and forth. The 2 IQ moves that he makes work, and so I don't know, maybe he's going from 200 IQ to 400 IQ. I just can't even comprehend it.
And now, because I'm actually not stealing their name, it's going to be so easy to win this court case. And Brian's going to get his entire Star Wars Lego collection back.
I don't think this is a good strategy.
While Bricks and Minifigs pays for all the legal fees.
It's a good idea at all.
So I registered We Steal From Old People as an official Oregon company. And now that my company's legally approved, I made a website, and you can visit us at www.westealfromoldpeople.com. You can help support us by buying some of our We Steal From Old People merch, or give us a call. But as you can see, we have great reviews. And so now to promote this website, I'm going to put my company logo directly over top of the Bricks and Minifigs company logo. Sick. I'm making my logo with the exact same dimensions.
Yes, dude! Oh my god! It looks exactly the same.
This is where we started to realize we are taking this way further than just a bad business practice. I'm pretty sure putting my logo over their logo is actually criminally illegal.
For us, though, if we go back to the beginning of the video, Bricks and Minifigs actually gave us a solution of how any company pretty much can get away with this.
You have to talk to the store owner. Yeah, like they're all locally owned and operated. We can't do anything with it here. Their decisions are their decisions.
So when they say go to corporate, how do we respond next time?
I have no idea. You have to take it up with them. It's your thing with them.
So basically, if you put all the blame on your lower franchises, you're safe. So I registered 5 franchises under my We Steal From Old People company.
Who wants to be the owner of the first company?
Ooh, I want to be an owner.
Congratulations, you're a franchise owner! If you choose to put a bunch of banners on their store, I can't get in trouble.
我很好奇一件事情，就是呢，在美国，我自己觉得啦，在台湾的话，这件事情不需要发展到这个地步。他就是那个 Brian 只需要把这件事情po到 PTT， 然后或者是po到一些论坛、巴哈之类的，就会有大家就会暴动。我觉得台湾的网民就会暴动，然后大家就开始抵制这间店，然后还会去这间店，然后就是去抗议啊，然后用就是自己的力量，可能到店门外去抗议啊、拒买啊、抵制啊、刷负评啊，用网络舆论的力量逼老板还东西。就是对，就是我觉得在台湾好像不会走到这个地步，就已经就是乡民的力量就有可能把店长逼到，因为毕竟大家如果抵制拒买，影响他的生意，然后他最根本的安身立命的方式就是，毕竟还是在卖东西嘛，毕竟还是经营这间店嘛。那如果他这间店都经营不下去的话，那批乐高他要又有什么用嘞？对不对？我不知道为什么在美国这件事情行不通，是不是？美国不这样。啊，后面还有个还有邪教成谣，一部分也因为台湾够小啊，那确实。大家早安，大家早安，这件事情超适合 Netflix， 超级适合拍成那个纪录片的。Oh my god！ 等一下，我接个电话，我的早餐要到了。等一下啊，喂。
Yeah, every one of my friends is now a legal franchise owner of We Steal From Old People.
This is... Oh shit!
不对， 我刚才说我早餐到了，我应该要下去拿早餐，不好意思，我下楼拿个早餐。那我光速拿，你们看一下欧比哇啊，我就先不找精华，我光速拿早餐。耶，咚咚咚，那个没有蛋蛋耶耶耶，耶，咚咚咚，那个没有蛋蛋耶耶耶，耶，咚咚咚，那个没有蛋蛋耶耶耶，耶，咚咚咚，那个没有蛋蛋耶耶耶，耶，咚咚咚，那个没有蛋蛋耶耶耶，耶，咚咚咚，那个没有蛋蛋耶耶耶，耶，咚咚咚，那个没有蛋蛋耶耶耶，耶，咚咚咚，那个没有蛋蛋耶耶耶，耶，咚咚咚，那个没有蛋蛋耶耶耶，耶，咚咚咚，那个没有蛋蛋耶耶耶，耶，咚咚咚，那个没有蛋蛋耶耶耶，耶，咚咚咚，那个没有蛋蛋耶耶耶，耶，咚咚咚，那个没有蛋蛋耶耶耶，耶，咚咚咚，那个没有蛋蛋耶耶耶，OK，我回来了。等我一下。咚，那个没有蛋蛋耶。Good morning 啊，各位。耶，怎么了？哎呦！感谢无已经过的水费啊，利亚的，感谢大口上的阿卡斯特加，怎么这么突然刷了一个 OB 点点点 ？Good morning， 感谢你的阿卡斯特加，大口上，阿里嘎多，谢谢你的阿卡斯特加。感谢鳄鱼的奖金魔门就太大了，广告商、网络平台、证券金融全部施压，不可能，也不可能网飞引进，因为网飞背后的融资分也有他们。天哪，那看来只好他们自己做成影集了。感谢李怀瑾的奖金，欧比怎么这么可爱？没错，欧比超可爱。感谢青翠姐加入这40个月早安宝，算是昨天的事情，不知道今天还能听到你说生日快乐吗？祝青翠姐生日快乐，祝你岁岁有今朝，年年有今日，庆贺你生辰快乐。 祝你昨天生日快乐！感谢 Cartelia 加入歌是36个月啦，怎么了？又是 OB 点点点。感谢 CGN 送出20个西歌工作室的会籍，感谢你的西歌工作室绿泡棉花做出的贡献。收到会籍的这也要跟大家说一下阿里嘎多，看摩多年。怎么了？怎么了？大家今天怎么了？今天是个什么日子吗？今天是个什么日子吗？吓死我了！今天是麦当劳松饼猪肉松饼堡回归的日子。Nice to see you again。对啊，好久不见，好久不见。那我们好久不见，一起来看一下乐高事件吧。走起！感谢春雪马吉加入歌社，欢迎加入混家蛮温暖，大家听welcome。
Brick by brick. This is so ridiculous. The smartest retards ever. I know. Bro.
Each of my franchise owners is allowed to make their own decisions of how they want to run the company. And what they've decided is that they're getting 2 pumpkins, and they're going to use these pumpkins to support this tarp, and they're going to climb up the Bricks and Minifigs building, and they're going to hang our logo over top of their logo.
Dude. He just doesn't give a fuck, bro. He just doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, have my franchise owner.
Oh my god.
And we did it. And the sign is way too small. What the heck, ChatGPT?
No.
Yeah, miscalculated the size. So
yeah.
It'll work for now, so we're still going on with the plan. 2, 1, let's go. We're setting up a Bricks and Minifigs Resteal from Old People company booth right outside of their entrance.
If anyone wants to walk into the Bricks and Minifig store, they have to get through me and my merch.
I have all the court papers already filled out if they want to sue me. Hopefully they take the bait.
So he just, okay, so he's trying to get the... Wow, this is 2 IQ again? Yeah, there's no way this is gonna work, right? I mean, this seems like the worst idea ever in like 5 different ways. How's this gonna happen? Trust the process. Okay, I'm gonna trust the process, guys.
Yeah, what's this?
Yeah, we also got some We Steal From People barf bags because honestly what they're doing in this store is so gross, it's probably gonna make all the customers throw up.
Yeah?
Do you have an XL? We stopped the customer from going into Bricks and Minifigs, and he left with our merch.
It was going pretty good, and I was stopping a lot of customers from entering the actual Bricks and Minifigs store.
Wake up? Okay. I might just be out here all day. This is going very well.
It was almost going too well.
It's basically the end of the day now. They haven't really seen me because these windows are tinted, I guess.
In order to get the store's attention, my friend Jay is going to walk into the store just pretending to be a normal customer and ask what's going on.
Is this the main store or is it the one that's out front?
What?
Like, is it the main entrance?
Yeah. No. I'm saying like the counters. There's 2. There's one here and then one outside.
No, there's a guy selling stuff out front. I don't know what he's selling.
Wait, what?
Wait, what? What's going on?
What?
Hello, you want to buy
what?
What?
You can't be out here doing this.
If you want to buy one, I'll give you 50% off if you want.
No, you cannot be out here doing this.
Why not?
Were you the guy that was just trespassed out of here?
Yep.
你是那个被终身禁入的人吗？哎，被认出来了，我的。
Oh, the police are here.
This is a problem.
Oh my god.
The police told me yesterday that if I ever come back to this store in my lifetime, I'm getting arrested.
If you come back, you will be arrested. Okay.
Oh my god.
And as you can see, they still haven't sued me. I can't just give up on the plan before being sued, so I did a switcheroo with this guy. He's wearing my exact same clothes and his...
He's actually retard maxing. He is. He's retard max.
这是很扯哎 ！What the fuck？ 这段已经开始很电影了，傻小啦。
Find out that they caught the wrong Ben. I'm gonna be super far away.
It's so cold.
Okay, I couldn't get that far away. Back to the store. The police instantly tried removing our booth because us stealing their name is very illegal. But if we want to get away with this crime, all we have to do is copy Bricks and Minifigs. We have to put all of the blame on an anonymous corporate person, and then when they ask who corporate is, we just don't tell them.
Oh, hello, this is corporate. We steal from old people. How's it going?
You do what?
Well, the corporation's called We Steal From Old People.
Who am I talking to?
This is corporate.
I know it's corporate, but who are you, corporate?
Corporate, We Steal From Old People.
开始跳针了，开始跳针了。
Who are you as a person?
Oh, I'm just the owner that runs it.
Who am I talking here?
This is the owner of We Steal From Old People. It kind of seems like a civil matter, doesn't it? Like, we have the plaintiff's claim if they
用你的
want
魔
to...
法对付你。
And now, Bricks and Minifigs finally gets a taste of their own medicine. They're now in a situation the police can't help them with. The only way this will ever end is if they sue us.
How? Are you fucking kidding me? This is insane.
So I went back to the Bricks and Minifigs corporate offices to see if the CEO of this company would sue me.
Going about things the way that you continue to do this is not the right way.
It's not the right way.
Understand that?
So what's the right way then?
Do you understand?
Yeah.
That like the harassment style that you have conducted and bragging to people that you've vandalized the store and done other things along those lines. That's not the right way of doing it.
Well, I never vandalized the store, but
people have told us that you have.
这个店长为什么可以长得一副完全就是
I can't really control them. I'm just corporate, I
电
guess.
影里面反派的脸啊？
You actually
他也
went
太会
set
讲了
up
吧？
5 companies just to Uno reverse
他妈
this
好会
random
生哦
dipshit.
把他生的真的一副反派脸，他也确实就是一个反派。
Yeah.
他真的就是坏人，他就是一张坏蛋脸，你们不觉得吗？
Yeah, I'm actually a franchise owner of the franchise too.
The CEO of this company knows pretty much better than anyone that he can't get us in trouble for what we're doing because we can always just keep passing the blame onto our lower franchises. We're just doing the exact same thing he's doing.
Brick by brick. But yeah, it's like a legal organization. We have like legal franchises and everything. It's 100% by the books, and yeah.
I get what you're doing. I appreciate that you think you're being very clever, and that you think that you can do all sorts of.
Is this about to be the victim monologue, or not victim, the villain monologue?
Well, if Bricks and Minifigs is not going to sue me, then I guess we have to settle this outside of court, which is going to be hard because right now Bricks and Minifigs has somehow convinced the police that they aren't criminals. They just participated in a bad business deal. I mean, Josh has literally already exposed their entire plan to me of how they're planning on getting away with this.
I feel bad for him. That agreement is not criminal. That agreement is now civil. So it's a civil matter, it's not criminal. And I have extensive legal
So now he's
knowledge.
fucked.
Yeah, basically a civil crime is just the legal way of saying a business deal gone bad, which, if this truly was just a business deal gone wrong, you would have to settle this through the court. The police aren't able to do anything. We have the police to solve criminal crimes, such as stealing from a lottery. That's a criminal crime that the police would have to investigate. So, here's the plan.
What if we do a lottery?
Yes. First, Brian donates one of his sets to a lottery, someone wins the lottery, and then if Bricks and Minifigs keeps the prize for themselves instead of giving it to the winner, they have now just stolen from a lottery.
Now it's not a business deal.
At this point, you just have to trust the plan. You just have to trust clearly entrapment. Entrapment only works when you're law enforcement. You can't entrap somebody if you're not law enforcement.
They're actually interfering with a state-regulated lottery scheme, which is now a criminal offense.
He's loving this.
他看起来超 confused.
It turns out this is completely legal for us to do.
You still own the Legos, correct?
Technically, we own all of those.
Yeah. So it would be legal for you to auction your Legos off, right? If you still are the owners, right?
Yeah. To make sure everything was legally legit, I registered for a gambling license, which it
他要
actually
去拍
takes a
卖
long
的
time to
是
get
在
one
那个
of these.
店里
Oh my
被
God.
被
But
偷
on the
走的
DOJ
乐
website, it
高
says that if you're a nonprofit or a religion, you actually don't need a license. It'd be cool to use my new We Steal From Old People company, but I already made my first $1 when I was selling stuff outside the Bricks and Minifigs store.
Oh no!
And then I used that money to buy food from a robot. But luckily for me,
Piercing the
I'm already the
corporate veil.
leader of a religion.
What?
Called Scientology Sucks.
三打鸡太
This
烂
is。the last episode of him doing this same thing to Scientology. Like this, there are like levels to this.
Officially approved in California, which is another problem. I guess technically I need to register in Oregon for this to work. So
I'm pretty sure I lost everyone, but all you need to know is that I put a lot of work into making sure that this is a legal, legit raffle.
that means that if Bricks and Minifigs decide to steal from this raffle, they have now committed a criminal crime, which the police are required to investigate.
They should have just given the Legos back. They brick by brick.
I want everyone's attention. We're doing a Lego raffle. This Lego set is worth $1,000.
Pretty much instantly, we were a hit, and everyone wanted to win this Lego set. But there's a problem. Under ORS 167.117, each participant must pay something of value in order for this to be considered an official lottery. We're about to charge lots of people money just to maybe be the next victim of Bricks and Minifigs. But we have to charge them money, and if we don't, then it'll actually disqualify our lottery, and the plan we came up with to get the Legos back won't work. But then we realized, wait, we're filming this entire event. We can just give each person $1 as their appearance release fee.
Dogs will be on camera, there you go.
So now when they buy a $1 ticket, the transaction cancels out, and each person lost $0.
An appearance release fee is $1. The entry is $1.
Okay.
This is a masterwork. This is I'm really impressed. This is
我觉得这真的很聪明哎，因为
With our business?
没有
We're with the Church of Scientology Sucks.
Okay.
Yep.
没有莫名其妙骗路人钱。
Finally, it
真的
was
是
time
天
to pick
才
our
这
winner.
，We
个。
are about to see who the winner is right now. We have the winning ticket right here. 5, 3, 3, 9, 7, 7.
Is that mine?
You won. Yeah, are you the winner?
Well, this family legally won this prize. So now if Bricks and Minifigs doesn't give it to them, they're committing a criminal crime, which could land them in jail.
The Lego set is in a place called Bricks and Minifigs. It's like right down the street, and we can pick it up.
No, he's not gonna go in there and try to give it to him, is he?
To the store as fast as we could. We met up with the family and went inside to help them claim their prize.
I'm here to give these people their prize
What the fuck?
of a Stormtrooper speeder set.
Well, actually,
These people.
my sister. He won.
From who?
I'm conducting this raffle, and you guys have the prize here.
I don't know anything about that.
To inform Amanda of the business deal her store is in, we showed her all of the raffle paperwork and the family who won this Lego set.
Oh my god.
Giving out anything.
Like, I can't leave without it.
Yeah, you can. You could have a good day.
Amanda just made it very clear. Instead of
Now
giving
they're-
this family the Lego set they legally won, her company is going to steal it.
Oh, you're stealing $1,000 from a little girl.
Yep.
Stealing money from a kid, do you find that evil at all? Or you just, that's how you want the business to look?
Amanda now has to cover up this crime her store committed. So she thought the best way to do this was to kick everyone out of the store.
That guy is not supposed to be here. You have a good day.
Which is how you're giving the prize?
Dude. Wait, what? Wait, why not? Wait, what's going on?
But good thing for us, this isn't a civil crime anymore. Amanda just stole from a lottery. Now that they have officially committed a criminal crime, it's time to get the police involved.
This company just stole the prize from our lottery.
Oh my god.
Okay, thank you.
But for some reason, I think they thought that I was the criminal.
Is this typically how you treat victims if they get their prize stolen, or? Do you have ID or anything on you? No. What's your date of birth? 12/30/1995. Did we commit a crime?
还蛮年轻的，哎，这个
The
YouTuber
police
蛮
were
年轻的。
very confused on who
我
the
本来以
actual
为
criminals in this
我本来以
situation
为
were.
会做这件
So
事情的 YouTuber 起码也有个接近40之类的。他1995的话，现在几岁啊？31 ？Oh my god！
explained everything to him.
I'm supposed to be getting this prize from here.
Okay.
And they're not going to give it to me?
But the police don't just have to take our word for it. I'm carrying all of the legal raffle paperwork, plus the Oregon law book that specifically states this is a criminal crime the police are required to investigate.
Oh, we have all the paperwork here. Stealing from a
Sovereign citizens could never.
DOJ-approved raffling scheme is a criminal offense which the police have to
哎，
investigate.
这个是不是上次那个叫
Now
他
the
滚
police
的
have
那
seen the
个？
law, they actually agree that a crime has been committed. They're now finally going to do
就
a
是说
police
再来就要把你
investigation
逮
on
捕
this
的那
Lego
个，然后开始
theft.
跳针那个警察
Investigators
筒，对
started
不对
by taking some notes.
They're selling stuff because they're thieves and stole stuff. It's a raffle?
Yes.
Okay. And we need to investigate some sort of raffle thievery.
Well,
he actually got the police guy to fuck. Oh my god. It actually, like, this is crazy. Brick by brick, yes.
Another police officer came and whispered in his ear.
Oh.
I don't know what he said to him, but whatever it was, it made them all completely change their attitudes.
You're trespassing the property for life, okay? Come back. You're gonna go in handcuffs and go to jail.
Were they trespass you? But we're just trying to claim our prize.
You guys have no right or have no connection to the store, you're not.
Well, yeah, we do. They stole a bunch of Lego. They have our prize, so there's a connection.
That is a civil issue.
No, it's criminal.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
No.
Are you gonna listen to me?
This officer's trying as hard as he can to cover up this crime, but I wasn't gonna let him. But eventually, he said, if I don't let him cover up this crime, arrested.
We really want to dive down this really deep. We're trying to get some outs, okay? We're trying to work with you guys, give you some outs. We can start looking at if you guys falsified a raffle.
No,
a raffle look like.
Well, here's the thing. It's not a falsified raffle. We have all the legal paperwork right here.
You don't have authority to give out a prize. We're just going to get to the point, then we're not going to have these conversations. We're just going to put you in handcuffs. Are we all on the same page? No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let the police just cover up this crime. I'm gonna get this Lego set to the rightful winner.
First off, we do have the authority to do this raffle, so we are legally.
Are we done for the night?
No,
we
it's
done?
actually required by you guys to investigate this. It's not civil, it's criminal.
Just so we're talking in circles, right?
Yep.
No. Do you understand at least what he told you on the...
I know we're talking in circles. That's the first time we talked falsifying a raffle.
Good. Just answer my question. Do you understand what Officer Bevis explained to you? Kind of what's going to happen, what's going to be the next steps?
I think...
Nope. Yes, sir?
No, I'm not understanding.
You don't understand? What part don't you?
Yeah, I was pretty confused on what they were gonna arrest me for. I mean, the Fourth Amendment in our Constitution specifically states that the police can't arrest you if they don't have a reason.
Using the ancient text.
Asking them for a reason, but they can't tell me anything that I'm doing that's illegal.
Well, I don't think we broke the law. I'm understanding. That part doesn't matter. Here, it's pretty black and white. Because right now, you guys said the law we broke is the falsifying the raffle.
So let's do this. Let's just call it and we'll just go from here. All right, guys? Just please. Please.
So you guys are going to investigate?
We are trying to keep you guys out of handcuffs. We don't want to go that route. We actually... But at a certain point, we can't keep doing this. All right, so we're good, guys. All right, guys.
We're good.
Yeah, take care.
We're not good at all. What?
Pretty clear. You go on the property, you're going to get arrested.
Yeah, so they just simply didn't follow the law. I mean, this is insane. How is this even real?
When I came up with this plan, I was under the assumption that the police are supposed to follow the law.
Cop. Yeah, what the fuck
but
is
I was
this?
wrong. In Kaiser, Oregon, the police don't follow the law. And because of this, another family got scammed by bricks and minifigs. I felt pretty bad, so I just paid this family what this Lego set was worth myself. But this is when we realized that this raffle might have actually accomplished something pretty big for us. Josh ended up giving me a call.
You guys keep coming to the stores. You park out front. You do fake raffles. You're threatening my business, you moron.
Josh seems pretty scared, and he should be. Eventually, I am going to end up solving all of the police corruption that's going on. And once that happens, Josh is no longer going to be in civil trouble. He's going to be in criminal trouble.
It wasn't a fake raffle. It was a real lottery scheme, according to Oregon state law. And it actually is a Class B felony, up to 10 years in prison and a $250,000 fine.
Yeah, the loophole he's been using this entire time, just hiding behind the fact that it's a civil case, isn't going to work for him much longer.
Let's not argue that. I don't want to. It's just better to just say, hey, you're not a thief. You know what I mean? Definitions of whether it's stolen or not, I don't think, no, anyway, it's not stolen.
He got him, bro. You could have just, you should have just given the fucking Legos back, man. You should have just done it. It was so easy.
Care about that. Who cares whether it was stolen or not?
But for some reason, Josh still decided not to get the Legos back.
I think he might just need one more push.
那你看 Harry Potter.
Take a picture of every single sign that's outside the Bricks and Minifigs store. And now I'm going to redesign every single one to make them way better. For example, I changed Turn at the Light to Turn and Go Home. In Buy, Sell, Trade, I changed it to Steal, Sell, Trade. And I'm printing all of them out to scale. And nope, I didn't use ChatGPT this time. This time, I'm using a much better method, which is a tape measure.
The exact dimensions of their actual sign that they have up right now.
Now it's time to put our signs directly over top of their signs. But before we had time to do this, Josh gave me a call. He's still trying to convince me to sue him, so he gets charged with a civil crime, not a criminal crime, which could land him in jail.
If you think it's illegal, why don't you sue me? It's a civil matter. Tell Brian to put his money where his mouth is. Let's go to court. When Brian first came in,
Is he going to spill the beans now?
Oh my
God.
After
all of this, is he finally going to just simply admit what happened? Oh my God. Okay, so now we know.
他现在完全就要讲反派台词哎，完全就是坏人台词哎。
And it's still sitting there. We're happy to give you your stuff back. I just don't want any more damage.
Oh, 他还了吗？
Because Josh has finally realized
he roached out. He roached out, bro.
So that whatever he's going through right now will literally never end for him unless he gives the Legos back.
I'm happy to give you the inventory. It's only bringing me harm because you guys are doing wacky-do crap trying to attack us.
Well, it looks like we won.
Yeah.
Brian is finally getting his Legos back.
This definitely changes the trajectory of a lot of the things that...
Yeah, I mean, did they just win? I mean, is it over? I mean, I feel like it's not over if the video's longer, right? I love how they're almost disappointed because they're like, okay, then we're going to do this, then we're going to do that, then we're going to do the other thing. And they're like, wait, what? Wait, what do you mean you're giving up?
So you're holding my sets hostage.
Oh, you thought we were getting the Legos back already? Yeah, so basically before Brian can get his Star Wars Lego collection back, he has to write Bricks and Minifigs an apology letter for making this Facebook post. Bricks and Minifigs really doesn't like this Facebook post being up because in this Facebook post, Brian calls Bricks and Minifigs out for stealing his Lego Star Wars collection.
Damn.
Apologizing for shit.
I agree, but it's well, here's like where we're at, right? If you could just write the letter, like you can get the Legos back.
I walked in there with the best of intentions. Here's proof of my collection in the store. I want it back, and they've done nothing but lie and make my life a living fucking.
This is insane.
I've gone through 9 months of anxiety, stress, hospital-ridden, medication-taking types of burden.
I mean, you got to keep in mind, like, this is just an average guy, and it's $200,000, right? I mean, think that's like half a house. I mean, shit, if it's a shitty house, that's a house.
I am not apologizing to this asshole.
It sounds kind of crazy that Brian would be saying this, but I see where he's coming from.
Apologizing would be a mistake because it would be admitting fault, and he could probably use that in a later court case to establish that you knew that you were doing something wrong, but you continued doing it anyway. You should never apologize for that. Like he's not apologizing seemingly for a different reason, but like, no, you never do that.
Tiny bit of how this company bullying his family has just torn his entire life apart.
下封口令。
But at the same time, if Brian just writes this apology letter to Bricks and Minifigs, he'll get all his Legos back.
No. I get it. You're asking me to swallow my pride and write this letter. I get it.
But then Brian told us a bigger reason we shouldn't write this apology letter. Because Brian told us that this apology letter is really a trap. Yeah, this is Josh trying to trick us into giving him a get out of jail free card. What I mean by this is, if Brian makes an apology letter to Bricks and Minifigs, then Bricks and Minifigs can now use this letter as written evidence in court that they're not the bad guys, Brian's the bad person. Brian told us that if we give them this get out of jail free card, then they have absolutely no reason to ever give the Legos back. I just want to say, if this is actually what Bricks and Minifigs' plan is, then that's insane.
That's so
But I really wanted to find out if this is what their plan was.
Yeah.
So I decided to tell Josh that Brian is going to send him an apology video.
He makes the apology, then we can get the Legos back like today or tomorrow, you think, or?
Yeah.
Just in case Bricks and Minifigs has evil intentions with this apology video,
do it with AI?
I wanted to give him something that they couldn't use in court. So I went back to the beginning of the video and took a screenshot of Brian's face and put it into this website. I also uploaded this video of Sheldon.
Hi, I'm Brian Mansell.
And then he's gonna reframe it, right?
It now looks like this.
Hi, I'm Brian Mansell.
I knew it. I knew, bro. Like, that's exactly what it was, because it wasn't him. That's the only way you could do this.
I apologize sincerely for accusing you guys of stealing my Legos. I was wrong.
What the
You were right.
This is the ultimate test.
100% pre-wash? No, bro. Like, I've gotten every single other thing wrong. I have gotten everything wrong except for this. Like, this guy is like, you know, back in the day, the Vikings would just show up to the battle with no shirt on, and they would fucking throw axes and shit at people. Like, that's this guy. That's the guy. It's freaking. So like, I have such a massive blind spot for that. Like, because I can meticulously plan out like, oh, okay, then you could do this, and you can do that. But like, what do you mean you're gonna set up a lottery and a table in front of there, and they're gonna tell you that you can't leave, but then the police are gonna let you stay there? Like, there's no way that's gonna work.
I want to give it back to him. That's the long and the short of it. We run me over. I'm good. We gotta win Amanda over, right? Apologize to Amanda.
Okay. I guess Brian's still worried that you guys are just gonna keep postponing it until.
No, you're gonna get him. You're gonna get him. I'm not gonna screw you. You have my word. I promise you. I swear to God. Go apologize to her. Say sorry, man. Sorry, we did a fake raffle.
So before we get the Legos back, Josh made up one new thing I have to do. I have to apologize to Amanda for my raffle being fake, even though I put in a lot of effort to make sure my raffle was actually real. I don't know. It almost feels like another trap. The employee we brainwashed from before told us that the owners are coming up with schemes to try to get us arrested.
After you left, I got a call from my boss, and it was like, how do we get them arrested? How do we get them arrested?
Maybe Josh is saying this to trick me into going back into the store so Amanda can call the police on me and have me arrested. But I had to find out for sure.
Do you give me permission to go into the store to apologize to her? To make peace?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Hi Amanda, how's it going? We came to make peace, and we talked to Josh. He told us to come back and make peace with you. Is it okay?
It turns out I was right. This was a trap. Bricks and Minifigs doesn't care about giving us the Legos back. They just want to get us arrested.
But now that he gave prior consent, they can use the recording to tell the police, and then the police can't actually arrest them because they gave consent, which overrules the trespass.
There's a gentleman who was trespassed off the property maybe 4 or 5 days ago, and he's literally standing right in front of the store, right here in the store in front of me.
We only have a very small amount of time before the police arrest us. So we decided to use this time to see if we could finally convince Amanda to make peace with us.
Well, I guess before they get here, we just wanted to talk to you, like civilly, if you would like to have a peace treaty with us.
Not in a harassing way, not in a very peaceful way.
Would that be okay with you?
Making peace with us did not seem like a priority for Amanda. Her priority was to get us arrested.
It's just a regular peace treaty, a one-page document.
What
is that, a quest? Oh my god.
If you need to go over it, like, you can take your time.
They have, like, the papers they're trying to get me to sign, it literally just says peace treaty. I don't know who this other guy is. He's apparently a guy.
He's the treaty guy.
Or the treaty guy.
He has some kind of like treaty on a scroll.
Well, do we stick around for the cops or do we?
And so we waited for the police to show up.
Yeah.
And they never showed up.
They're just like, bro, bricks and minifigs again? Yeah, we're gonna be right over. Barbecue or tacos? What are you thinking? What do you want to get for
barbecue or tacos?
Hi, Josh.
Ben, how's it going?
It's good. So we walked in. We're like, hey, we're sorry. We have permission to come back here and like apologize. And she's like, I'm calling the cops. And she like starts.
Josh now realizes that his last-ditch plan to get me arrested, that plan didn't work.
I'm sorry Amanda did that. Thank you for doing that.
It looks like Josh has no other choice than to give Brian his family's Legos back.
I apologize, and it's up to them to accept it. So let's cross Amanda off that checklist. Let's get this done.
And now that our work here is done, we decided to head back to Los Angeles.
Okay.
It's too late to pick up the Legos today, but tomorrow they're finally going to give this family their Legos back.
Okay, great.
And now it's tomorrow. But the store has Brian's phone number blocked, so he can't call them. So instead, I called the store to see how Brian could pick up his Lego sets.
I was just wondering if you guys are still down to get the Legos back today.
I think. I just want to make sure everything's properly.
The guy I'm on the phone with was trying as hard as he could to stall. It turns out that this is actually the same guy in the security camera footage that kicked the old owner out of the store.
I bet it is.
Google says his name is Brandon Best, and apparently he's co-owners of this franchise along with Joshua Johnson. But for some mystery reason, they weren't able to give the Legos back today.
Then give me an update on Monday type thing.
And they were so reasonable. They were like, okay, yep, you had a delay. You need to get the inventory. All right, it's going to take you an extra day. That's totally fine. Okay, we're going to wait until then. And let me guess what it's going to be this time.
2,000 years later.
Hey,
man.
封锁了。
talk tonight. What the heck? Why do they keep postponing this?
Finally, after a really long amount of time, they finally answered my call.
Oh!
I'm not going to distribute those things at this point. We've kept them on hold for this long, so.
I've just been told that Bricks and Minifigs is no longer going to give Brian his Legos back like they promised. And at this moment, I finally realized what I did wrong.
Well, he acknowledged that he had them and it wasn't his.
Said we could get the Legos back once we make peace with Amanda, but we never actually really made peace with her.
And I'm not signing nothing from anybody.
Now it all makes sense. Unless we can somehow find a way to make peace with Amanda, we are never getting these Legos back.
Now it's back to retard Maxi. Now.
So I printed out a more official looking peace treaty and traveled from Los Angeles
all the way back?
All the way back to Bricks and Minifigs in Oregon.
Oh my God. I made it to Oregon. Hopefully I can get Amanda to sign the peace treaty this time and we can finally get the Legos back.
Oh, she's mad already.
Josh told me to come back. I think we didn't get the Legos back because you didn't sign the peace treaty.
他又要报警了
Okay.
No, I'm calling the police.
Bricks and Minifigs is still doing the same thing they've always done. They're still trying to get me arrested just to avoid giving the Legos back. The problem with their plan, though, is Bricks and Minifigs is never going to be able to arrest me.
Because
I have a get-out-of-jail-free card. Yeah. And I've actually had this card the entire video. I just haven't used it yet. Let's rewind all the way to the beginning so I can show you what I mean. Right here, I made a contract with Amanda that says I, Ben Schneider, should not be trespassed, and all of these legal words for any circumstance whatsoever and for literally any reason. They cannot trespass me. And it's effective for the next 10 years. But this only really works as a get-out-of-jail-free card if I can get Amanda to sign it. But how the heck am I going to do that?
Yeah. I mean, you can't.
有这种东西，他签了，有人签了。
Hi, sorry, I got a delivery. Can I get a signature?
For some reason,
I don't think this is gonna work because she's not the owner of the property. It's Josh that can still trespass him. I don't know if this is gonna work, guys.
Amanda just started signing her contract without even reading it.
Thank you so much.
In America, we have a duty-free contracts law, which states that you have to read a contract before you sign it. And if you forget to read it or you just choose not to read it, it's your fault and you still have to do everything the contract says. So even though Amanda didn't read it, she signed it, so she has to follow everything. Including a clause that says, for every police officer she calls on me, she owes me $5,000. liquidated damages. So let's fast forward and see how much Amanda owes me. We got 5,000, keep going, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, 25,000, 30,000, 35,000, $40,000. I still kind of feel bad for her that she owes us $40,000. I mean, that's a lot of money.
Sure is.
So I'm going to stop continuing to trick her, and I'm finally going to come clean about the contract. Once Amanda sees the agreement she's in, she'll finally realize it's not worth it to continue racking up this $5,000 debt. Instead, a much easier option would be we team up together to convince corporate to give Brian his Legos
我
back.
觉得这种感觉就像是你今天去便利商店要领包裹，或者是不要，就是今天有那个快递中华邮政啊，有个穿着小绿绿的人过来跟你说，快递哦，包裹哦，然后他就拿了一个东西说来签收一下，然后就签了，然后结果后来发现说，你签的他妈是一个合约啊！就是这种感觉很奇怪，我觉得这个怪怪的，这件事情怪怪的。
I'm calling the police because you've already been trespassed off the premises.
Well, you don't want to owe $5,000 more, do you?
I don't owe anything, and I'm asking you for like.
She doesn't know.
You did say that I'm allowed to be here. You signed a document. You did it?
I never once said you were allowed to be here.
And now
well,
here's
whose
the
signature
document.
is this then?
That is not my signature.
It's not?
Why do you have anything to do with signatures here?
Because you signed this, right?
No, I did not.
Is that not your signature?
So, no, it's not. And I'd like to know how you guys got a signature that's even close to mine.
Well, it says every time you call the cops, you owe us $5,000 for like punitive damages.
Oh
but
So, really?
well, I'm just following the contract.
She knows. She knows.
So you signed.
Now that Amanda knows she can't call the cops on me just for being here anymore, I decided to call Josh to update him on how making peace with Amanda is going.
Hey, I just went back to try to apologize to Amanda, and
But what Josh said next, I was not ready for.
When we took over that store, there was nothing in that store. The shelves were empty. I don't know why you guys are thinking we're the bad guys.
Josh's story has now completely changed. Now he's saying even if I'm able to make peace with Amanda, they still won't be able to give me the Legos back because they never even had the Legos to begin with.
Right.
Well, if Josh is telling the truth, then why did Josh say this to us last time?
We're happy to give you your stuff back.
I mean, what stuff of ours would he be giving back if none of our stuff was even ever in his store?
Exactly.
Like, what about this?
I'm happy to go open that stupid cupboard and you can have all the sets in there. I want to give it back to him. I'm happy to give you the inventory. Get the inventory to Brian. I'll give him back. I'm not gonna screw you.
I mean, Josh is on video swearing to God and on everything he'll give us the Legos
That's a
back.
lot of things.
But now, for some reason, he never even had the Legos. This makes no sense.
The shelves were empty.
So I decided to remind him of all of these examples where he claims they do have Brian's Legos in the store still. And this was his response.
Fuck you. I never said that.
yeah, you did.
Give a damn if you're fucking idiot.
他开始狂喷脏话。
So basically what you're saying is I'm wrong, but you can sue me for it, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's the long and the short of it.
So you know you're wrong. So you know that you stole the Legos then.
Why would he say that on camera?
Is that what you want?
Why would you say this over the phone? You know you're being recorded.
I mean, I would like to just get the Legos back, but if that's what you want, I mean, it seems like this is what you
Why
want.
would he do
I'm
this?
giving you every out that I can, but...
Let's just not go down.
Dang.
Don't go down that route. It doesn't really matter because...
I just want to get the Legos back. They're Brian's Legos, give them back. It's pretty easy.
It's kind of funny that this entire video, Josh has just been begging me to sue him.
Let's go to court.
But the second I agree to it, his attitude completely changes. It's almost like Josh doesn't want me to sue him, and the only reason he's saying that is because he knows that by saying it, he can get away with his crimes. But now that Josh thinks that there's a chance I might actually sue him, he's getting scared. In fact, he said if I do sue him, he's gonna tell the world that I'm the one that stole the Legos.
You can f*** yourself.
Dang.
You stole them, bitch.
I stole the Legos?
It's over. Like, he's totally crashed out. Like, whenever you get, like, this is, he's hallucinating, he's freaking out. Yeah, this is totally done.
One of the thoughts you had was taking the small claims court, right?
No, because it's way too much money to take to small claims court.
You can't take someone to small claims court, man, for $200,000.
Yeah, it's $12,000 at the most, right? $12,500.
Everyone hated option number 3. Makes sense. We ended up looking it up, and you can actually only sue for $10,000 at the most. So if we go with option number 3, Brian actually could win $10,000 pretty easily. But then this is what would happen to his $190,000. But I'm not giving up. We just need to get creative.
Theoretically, if you wanted to, could you take him to small claims court?
If you wanted to limit it.
If I wanted to limit it.
But you would at least get $10,000 out of that, though, right?
We could, but it would be giving up $100,000 more, you know?
So here's the pitch. What if we have 10 people sue 10 different times for $10,000
and we get $100,000.
我在小额法庭每一次最多赔一万，然后我让10个人去告，我就可以拿10万，同一件事情。How could it possible？ 怎么可能？同一件事情这样告，那如果我找100个人，那不就是可以100万吗？太小啦。
Well, why not?
The reason that this will never work is because of a legal term called claim splitting.
Yeah, so it turns out my idea is called claim splitting, which is when a civil plaintiff splits one lawsuit into 2 or more lawsuits, and that is illegal.
Yes, if 10 different people sue and win money for one crime, then that is illegal. But we have already established that if one person sues for this crime, it is a very easy win. So what if this exact scenario just so happens to happen 10 different times? Think about it. If 10 different people get their Legos stolen by Bricks and Minifigs, all 10 people can individually sue, and it turns out that that is actually not considered claim splitting. So basically, if I can find 10 different victims of Bricks and Minifigs, my plan will work. And maybe I don't have to find 10 victims. Maybe I can create them. Starting with myself. First, I signed up for a credit card, and then used that credit card to walk into the bank and take out a $10,000 loan. I then used this $10,000 to buy a few Lego sets from Brian. Specifically, these Lego sets. And according to the legal paperwork, they're still Brian's to sell to me. But just in case Bricks and Minifigs tries to argue that for some reason this wasn't a legal sale, I hired a public notary to officially approve the purchase.
It's official, we have a public notary approving it. A notary public. We have a notary public approving it. I own these Lego sets now, right?
Once I stamp it, it's all yours.
Here we go.
Wow.
Pleasure. Congratulations.
It looks like I legally now have $10,000 worth of inventory inside this Bricks and Minifigs store. So I wrote a very stern demand letter to Bricks and Minifigs demanding that they give me all of my $10,000 of Legos back. And they never got back to me.
Oh, wow. What a surprise.
So I'm going to sue them in small claims court, completely separate of Brian. Now that there's 2 crimes committed against 2 completely separate victims, this is not considered claim splitting. So this is when I thought, if the plan works this well for me, it should also work this well for all my friends. So I signed up for a ton of more credit cards, took out a bunch of more money, and each of my friends bought $10,000 worth of Brian's Legos.
I actually didn't even expect that you'd need to do this. I thought that he could just simply do 10 different transactions. Like, I'm surprised. Like, I guess maybe that's not possible.
This is when we realized there's actually a big problem with our plan, because we're now all $10,000 in debt, and if we don't pay the banks back soon, the interest is gonna destroy us.
Dude, what's the problem?
We're $10,000 in debt.
Well, how do we solve this, dude? What do we do?
Just period.
This is when we remembered that our friend Brian just made about $100,000 from all the Lego sets he just sold us. I bet he has extra money he could lend us. So we gave Brian a call.
So we're in a really...
Is he gonna, let me guess, he's gonna take out a loan and then have it leveraged against these things, and then then he's gonna pay them.
Really weird pickle right now. I just need $10,000, that's all. I'll give it back. This is weird. I know, it's crazy, but like...
There's no way, right?
Oh, okay.
So you could take out the loan and give them the money.
Brian legally gave each of us a $10,000 loan, which allows us to now pay back the banks to avoid interest. And it says in the paperwork that once we win these court cases against Bricks and Minifigs, we'll pay Brian back.
Yeah, and we promise once we win this lawsuit, we'll pay you back.
Yeah, we'll pay you right back.
And if you're thinking, wait, how is all of this legal? There has to be some type of catch. And you're right, there is. It's called sales tax. But luckily for us in Oregon, there is no sales tax. It's one of the only states that doesn't have it.
I didn't even know that. Oregon doesn't have sales tax? Holy shit.
This means that we can just keep selling Lego sets back and forth to each other over and over.
With no restriction.
Yeah. Well, I think everyone's in. Should we start? You're gonna go to the top and start a filing.
But I haven't even told you guys the best part yet. The best part is that all of this is another flashback. Yeah, all of this happened a month ago. So now let's...
就想过一个可能 ，Brian 在拿到了这10个人的这些钱之后，拿到10万之后直接落干。哦，好啦，反正我也告不赢了，拿一半，好啦，行啦，再见吧，反正我是个人，你们也找不到我，再见，谢喽，啵啵。我是会觉得这些 YouTuber 也是心蛮大的。可能对他们来讲，如果 Brian 干这种事情的话，他们也可以收割一波流量，也是不错吧。I don't know， 反正
Fast forward all the way back to present day, where I'm still talking to Josh on the phone.
What do you mean you did this a month ago?
And yeah, Josh has no clue that we've been preparing all of these court cases against him for the last month. He's about to be in for the surprise of his life.
You have, like, I guess until the store closes, I guess, to get the Legos back, if that's the way you want to go. But if not, I guess we'll serve the papers today and then go to court.
How are you going to serve the papers today?
Well, figure it out.
That's not how it works. Are you young? That's not how the world works.
Are you
That's
young?
not how the world works. Well, we're going to do it. We're going to make the world work that way today.
Well, Bricks and Minifigs knows the deal. Get the
我要让
Legos
世界
back
回到
before the
正
store
轨。
closes, or they get served court papers.
新世界の神だ。
Now we wait. The funniest part about yesterday was when I was talking to Josh on the phone, he totally thinks that I just made all of this up in the moment. When the actual reality is, we've been planning this court case for months. But I'm not complaining, because if Josh thinks it's fake, then he probably won't show up to court. And if Josh doesn't show up to court, we just win by default. So before I serve him any court papers, I'm actually first going to confirm Josh's beliefs and do something super duper fake. Like give him a world record for the most amount of Legos ever stolen.
Not everyone can say that they're the best in the world at something.
Exactly.
The most Legos ever stolen?
You ready? Hi.
Hello.
I am Ryan with the Guinness World Records Association, and I think you're expecting this actually. This is an award
Okay,
for
他
most
又要
Legos
报警了，
stolen
对不对
by any company.
Okay, I'm
in the
call
world.
the police.
Stolen by a single franchise.
Is that what it says?
I'm definitely
Yeah.
not hanging that up.
You don't know anything about
I have
this.
no idea of anything about that.
Okay.
Anything that gets delivered to the store now, Bricks and Minifigs will probably also think it's fake, which is now perfect timing to serve all of these real court papers.
Oh no. I didn't realize the goal was to have him not show up to court.
But to do this, I need a lot of people. So I started recruiting some people with a game of hacky sack.
Here's your legal paperwork.
家务欠哦，对。
The first lawsuit has officially been served. Good luck, guys.
Here's my resume.
这不就是刚刚那个乐高 queen 吗 ？Lego queen 吗？
Everything was going exactly to plan. Well, until this happened.
Yeah, Mark, hurry! Yo, can we just talk real quick?
They're closing the store. They're
I think
roaching
Josh
out.
told this employee to close down the store early to avoid any more lawsuits coming in.
很老感。
Yeah, she closed as soon as she saw us pull up.
Yeah.
Anyways, we ended up getting the rest of the court papers served, and now I'm just gonna fast forward a few months, and Bricks and Minifigs hasn't responded to a single court case we submitted against them. So I called the court to see what the next steps were.
Okay, so I don't see that there's been a response from anybody in the case. Since they didn't respond, you can move forward with a motion for default judgment.
Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
It's over. It's like if you can prove that you've served the paperwork and they don't respond to it, and there's like 2 or 3 outs that you can have. Other than that, you have to be there. You have to do something.
Didn't respond? Looks like we win by default.
Congratulations, you won the court case.
Wait, what? They really thought it was fake.
Yeah.
We did it.
Hey, that's fucking crazy, dude. No way.
Yes.
Yeah.
他真的找了
Well,
10
I
个
think
人
now
陪
it's
他
time to
亏
go all the way
的。
back to Bricks and Minifigs and collect our money.
Yeah.
And I got a cute little piggy bank here that they can
Ooh.
put the money in.
And
I don't have to
so
be in that
I
room.
traveled all the way back to Oregon to finally collect my money. It truly is a beautiful ending.
Wow.
This entire video, Bricks and Minifigs has been
为
begging
什么
me
我觉
to
得
sue
这些
them.
美国年轻的 YouTuber 搞这些事情，他真的如果有一天被 biu biu biu， 好像也不太意外。在美国的话
They were too scared to show up.
，What the？
There's no more legal loopholes, and there is no more postponing the
shit.
problem. Now, Bricks and Minifigs finally has to deal with the
Oh my
consequences
God.
of their actions.
So what if theoretically it went to court?
Really? You just
and
stunting on
it
him?
turns out you were wrong. Would you then admit you're sorry for everything?
Yeah, sure, of course. Yeah, I give him the inventory, and the judge says I gotta give it to him. I gotta give it to him.
Inventory. Where is inventory? Okay.
Roached out.
感谢，我就乱跟你讲，你在美国 biu 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 别人，你要对方
Oh
火力
my
不输你的
God.
预期哦。是没错
I
啦。
couldn't believe it. Literally one day after we file a motion for default
而且有没有可能
judgment,
就是一个
they permanently
直
closed
接
down the
biu
store.
biu biu， 哇，永久
At
关闭，
first,
直接
it did feel kind of cool that our plan worked so well, it completely shut them down. But pretty quickly it sunk in that we are not the winners here. The only winners today is Bricks and Minifigs. Now, there's absolutely no way to hold this store liable for what they did. I guess Bricks and Minifigs was kind of embarrassed by this decision and forgot to mark online that their store is closed.
Yeah.
So, over the next few days, a bunch of negative reviews started coming in of people expecting an open store, but then being met with this.
Temporarily closed.
Bricks and Minifigs didn't even notify any of the kids' parents who booked birthday parties here. So when all the kids would show up, they would just have to sit in an empty parking lot for their birthday. If Bricks and Minifigs is too scared to show the world that they're closed, then the only way to let the world know is for me to give them an official closing ceremony.
We stole an entire
I guess someone driving by
saving.
happened to take a picture of the sign we put up and posted it on social media.
Oh my god.
Absolutely viral.
Damn.
The entire world has now seen this crime that Bricks and Minifigs has committed. And because of this, they finally marked on Google that their store is permanently closed. It's been over a week. The sign is still up, and people have been traveling from all over just to come and take a picture with this sign.
If you drive through Kaiser, you may have noticed a mysterious sign appear recently outside the closed Mini Bricks and Figs store. Permanently closed, we stole a family's life savings. They sued, we lost. By closing the store, we got out of having to pay the family what we owe them.
Which is why, even though Bricks and Minifigs closed down this store, I am not stopping until we get this entire Star Wars collection.
Yeah, because now you got them on the ropes. Now you see now they're running. Oh, you can't stop now. Now it's only getting started.
Yeah, I bet you wouldn't believe me if I told you that this is still literally just the beginning of this Lego story. And if you want to watch part 2, it's live right now on my Patreon at Reckless Ben. And part 2 gets insane.
Everybody just chill.
Wait. Is it the battle scene? I think this might be the best video.
Even though Bricks and Minifigs closed down this store, I am not stopping until we get this entire Star Wars collection.
Yeah, because now you got them on the ropes. Now you see now they're running. Oh, you can't stop now. Now it's only getting started.
Yeah, I bet you wouldn't believe me if I told you that this is still literally just the beginning of this Lego story. And if you want to watch part 2, it's live right now on my Patreon at Reckless Ben. And part 2 gets insane.
Everybody just chill.
他被警察持枪啊！感谢我就烂人家听第一集很好笑，第二集可能会生气。请问第二集有翻译了吗 ？What
Is it the battle scene? I think this might be the best video that I've seen. I don't remember the last time I saw a video that was this good. This is truly amazing.
Okay.
This is incredible. He's a professional problem. Like, I mean, I think that really what will probably happen, this is what I think the outcome will be, is that the corporate will probably give because it's going to put so much public pressure on them. Like, he's made this video's already got 2.5 million views. This could legitimately kill their company. It could, especially with all the bad stuff the CEO said directly. Like, I actually think that it's over for them.
大家看完影片后又有什么想法呢？欢迎在
不是啊，这个影片上架之后造成的就是名誉损失啊、营业损失啊，应该远远超过那个20万美金吧？感谢 Joy 讯的这样子，正确来说是 1.5 集，真正第二集还没有真正被翻译出来哦。OK， 来看一下，同一个频道是不是？这个吗？
美国警察的腐败，警察竟然为了一个乐高进行。
感谢古文鲨鱼的这样听专快于小人，真的是小人呢、真的是小人的部分呢，我的天哪 ！Oh my god 啊！
攻坚，而且罪犯可以一直假报警都不会被抓。
不是第一次这样干这件事情成功之后，之前受害者也会来，是有可能的，确实，他如果一旦承认之后，然后前面的 victim 就是前面的受害者就全部涌进来，可能就远远超过这20万，因为感觉他们干这件事情很熟练，好像也不是第一次一样，就是他们那个层层堆叠的手法。层层堆叠的那个陷阱有没有？感觉不像是第一次啊！确实啊，确实啊，确实。
We watched a video about the Lego situation. Now, when I looked at it, I thought to myself, "There's no way this shit is real." Like, I didn't believe it. I thought it was just like some drama or something else. And I never really took it seriously because everybody's telling me you have to look at this, you have to look at this. I was like, it's probably just some internet bullshit, right? I didn't really care. But then I turned out I watched this. It was the craziest story I ever heard in my life. I got arrested because of Legos.
啊？这是真的假的？
Story of how I got swatted.
被警察突袭搜查，我的妈！
The whole thing started with me investigating a Lego company called Bricks and Minifigs. The company sent 2 guys to steal the world's largest Star Wars Lego collection worth around $200,000
from an old man.
And for some reason, the police are helping them get away with it. The family reached out to me saying that I'm their last hope to get them their life savings back. The video I made exposing them was actually insane. Check it out if you haven't seen it yet.
Yeah,
but
insane.
we ended up taking them to court, and we actually won. When I went back to the store to collect my money, they literally shut down the entire store just to avoid paying us.
Damn.
So I personally gave them an official closing ceremony, and it went extremely viral. And now the entire world has seen how corrupt this Bricks and Minifigs company is.
Brick by brick.
We didn't get the. We still gotta get the Legos back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what matters. You got to get the Legos back or get them the money, right?
他不是有戴那个密录眼镜吗？
I was not going to stop on my journey until we get them their entire Lego collection back. Right now, the 2 owners, Joshua Johnson and Brandon Best, probably think that they're safe by closing down the store. But the reality is, I can literally just sue them all over again, but personally this time. So I started to file my lawsuit. But right after I filed this court case, it got rejected. And the reason was I failed to demonstrate a good faith effort to resolve the dispute prior to filing.
Basically, before this court case get approved, I have to at least attempt to settle with Josh outside of court first.
I tried calling Josh, but I'm blocked.
I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
So my only option left is to travel to his house to have this conversation in person.
Basically, if Josh wants to save the day, I got him a trophy that says Joshua Johnson saved the day.
这个人真的是
And we'll give him the
一直在
trophy. He has to
BM
get
这
the
个世
Legos back
界。
first.
So we started driving to Josh's house to have this good faith conversation the court requires us to have.
为什么知道 Josh 住在哪里啊？因为法院的
When we
协
showed up,
商会
Josh
给
was
他
already
地址之类
outside
的。
talking on the phone to someone.
What the fuck?
Josh is outside on the phone.
What the fuck? What's
Wait,
he
do we
doing?
interrupt his phone call or do we just like wait? No, probably not.
I thought it would be pretty rude to interrupt his phone call, so we walked around the corner and decided to wait for him to get off this call. Pretty sure Josh is on the phone with corporate Bricks and Minifigs. And the reason I think that is we were actually just there right before this.
Went up to Bricks and Minifigs headquarters.
The plan was to give them one more chance to do the right thing before suing them again. While we were there, one of the corporate employees answered the door and told us he would get the CEO to come talk to us.
And let me guess, ski leave. Well, there it is. Yep. This is, just wait right there for a minute. Okay, police.
Okay, let's call the CEO. Now like police.
Really, but they told us that they were.
Since Josh only lives like 15 minutes away,
The police know
they must
about
have
this
informed him that we're in the area. Because a few minutes later, this happened.
The police just showed up. What the heck?
Oh shit.
Why are the police at his house?
Oh, there's another one, dude. 2 cop cars.
3 cop
So
cars?
he's on the damn.
Why is there 3 cop cars at his house?
What the fuck?
We didn't even walk up to his house yet. The cops are following us. What the heck? That's so crazy, dude. Obey every traffic law. Oh, shoot.
Oh my god.
My name's Officer. The reason I stopped it is the stop sign.
I didn't? I thought I stopped.
Yeah, you definitely stopped.
Yeah?
Did you say you ran a stop sign?
Yeah.
You said you ran a stop sign?
I didn't see what happened.
Yeah, I was like...
Because we definitely stopped at the stop sign.
Stopped.
Yeah.
I was so sure that we stopped at the stop sign that I actually requested all the police footage of this. And as you can see, we didn't even do a rolling stop. We fully stopped at the stop sign. So this is an illegal traffic stop.
True. Why would they do that?
So
why would they pull them over?
Me? Ben? How's Utah? It's good?
Like it?
Okay, it's pretty obvious that the police know why we're here. So I just explained to them the entire situation.
This old man spent his entire life collecting the world's largest Star Wars collection set.
The only problem is it's a crazy story, and the police officer did not believe me.
Wait, what?
$200,000. Sounds crazy.
Yeah. When the officer went back to his car, this is the message that he radioed in.
Hey, can you get the contact for Reckless Ben? Said he did.
They know his. Oh boy. Yep, they know all about it.
You're just straight lying to me about everything else. So
Since the cops don't believe my story, they trespassed me from the property.
Everybody today is being trespassed from that property. Okay.
Yeah, we were forced to go home without having this good faith conversation the court requires us to have.
Yeah, what do we do now, dude? Like, we didn't even, like, get to talk to him and we're in trespass.
So, dude. The one thing I didn't understand was how the heck did they know we were coming? I was hiding in the back seat the entire time, and the car's windows were extremely tinted.
These windows are so tinted, you can't see anything.
But as I was outside inspecting our car tint, the same police showed up to our house.
Oh no, we're gonna pull over again.
What the fuck? Wait, what?
It was weird. He wouldn't tell us why he was here.
Like I said, we've already talked about it.
Yeah, well, thanks for being so cool about everything.
Yeah.
They're like after us, dude.
Anyways,
So
since
then why are
Josh
they
clearly
there?
doesn't want to have this good faith conversation with me, I tried to give Josh the benefit of the doubt, the easy way.
Oh my
But
god,
again,
this is how the arrow...
Josh does not want to do the easy way. The only option left is to go the hard way. But before going the hard way, I actually remembered that there's another owner of the store named Brandon Best.
Yeah, go after
Brandon
this
is
guy.
the guy in the
Yeah, he's the
security
guy in
camera
the video.
footage that illegally kicked the first owner out
Yeah.
of the store so he could steal all their Legos.
Right.
I tried calling him, but I am also blocked.
I'm sorry.
The only option left is to show up to his house.
Hello. Hey, how's it going? Hello? Hey,
Hello?
well, I was wondering if you'd be down to pay us for the lawsuit that we won.
Then the police showed up.
Yeah, there it is.
Again, for
Okay.
some reason, they are really trying to protect these criminals.
Yeah.
He didn't steal anything. He inherited the store from somebody
No,
else.
he stole $200,000 worth
How do you know
of because I've been spending the last 3 months in the case and I won in court.
He inherited the store. He's
Uh-huh.
being blamed for everything that the previous
Uh-huh.
owner did, and he's trying
Well,
to
that's a lie. So we.
Okay, hold on. I'm still
Okay,
talking.
I'm sorry.
He's still trying to clean up the mess from the previous owner, and now he's catching blame for it, and he's just trying to clean up the mess from the previous owner.
No.
Well, if he wants to clean up the mess, why don't he just pay? And also, the court already gave Reckless Ben a default judgment. So she's literally saying the court is wrong. The court agrees with him. The court said he was right.
The previous owner, that's a lie, and we already proved this in
I don't know
court.
how this
Okay.
even happened. Yeah.
If you set foot on this property, you're gonna go to jail.
The police gave me a formal trespass notice, which I took a picture of it and sent it to the court as proof I tried to have this good faith conversation, but Brandon didn't want to have it with me.
Yeah, that's smart. Okay.
And turns out this was good enough.
Yeah,
my
of course.
court case with Brandon Best got accepted. But my court case with Josh is still going to be rejected until I find a way to have this good faith conversation with him. So I decided to see if I could find Josh online, to see if I could look up any more information about him.
Yeah, what one?
There's
just a bunch of
Yeah,
bald
Joshua
men.
Johnson.
Lower their tax liabilities and minimize their exposure to lawsuits. That's hella ironic. Are you kidding me, dude? That's what he's known for, is reducing people's exposure to lawsuits.
After some
Okay.
research, we found out that both Josh and Brandon are super hardcore Mormon,
What
which
the fuck?
was actually extremely surprising to me.
Isn't stealing against like I feel like Mormons don't steal. Like every Mormon that I know is like the most fucking like prim, proper, well-behaved, never does anything wrong kind of guy. Like thou shalt not steal. Remember, because that was in the book. Remember that book? Yeah.
Because if Josh and Brandon are truly Mormons, they believe that stealing is
It's
wrong.
bad. Yeah,
and
yeah, it's bad.
If they
Stealing's
steal,
bad.
they're going to go to hell.
Exactly.
Or I guess in Mormonism they call it the outer darkness. But still, Brandon and Josh probably actually believe that this is going to be eternity for them. I mean, Josh even swore to me on his Mormon God in the last video that he would give us the Legos back.
I promise you, I swear to God.
My problem right now seems to be that Josh is never going to listen to anything I ever tell him.
感觉拔蜡将军刚刚完全看起来像
If
专门
someone
在
from
录
his church had this
蛋。
audio, maybe he
确
would
实，
listen
每
to
个人都
them.
长得像
So
卤蛋。
after finding exactly what church these guys go to,
Oh my god.
录得不
They're
够
going
久
to
的那种。
tattletale on him?
we went to it and showed one of the Mormons there this audio clip. And the Mormon thought that the best thing to do was to have a talk with
You can
Josh.
tell he's a Mormon. Look at this guy. He's sitting there. It's just a random fucking day. And he's
在台湾的话，他会
locked
骑脚踏
in
车。
with a fucking belt, khakis on, a nice jacket, and a tie. And he's even got like the little things there so we can write down your information and shit. Like this guy is like, yeah, the pencils exactly. That's a real Mormon. You can tell he's a Mormon.
And I guess me and Tyler are staying back because we're already trespassed.
Yeah, we ended up just driving home. But on our way back, this happened.
What? Pull over again?
Oh my god.
对，还会发传单给你，戴安全帽。
What's your name? Are you Ben?
每个都要找 Ben。Are you Ben? Are you Ben?
Down here.
At this point, we realized what's going on. Yesterday, I told Brandon that our plan is to now sue them personally.
We could just sue you guys personally and do the whole thing again. We would obviously win again.
It seems like they're getting so desperate that they're going to resort back to the same strategy they used in the last video.
You know what's really funny is after you left, I got a call from my boss, and it was like, how do we get them arrested?
Yeah.
How do we
Dang.
get them arrested?
Yeah, Josh and Brandon think that if they can somehow get us arrested and thrown in jail, then we won't be able to sue them. I don't know what they told the police we did this time, but they caught us too late. The Mormon kid was already on his way to Josh's house to save him from this outer darkness and
oh no,
bring him back to God.
Oh no.
You can sit down here for me first.
What brings you here? I'm
just here trying to talk to Brother Johnson. I'm in the outer second ward.
颈椎不舍，连这个都要谐音梗是不是 ？OK。
What's the audio that you wanted to play?
电动公司也是啦。
That's not who I am.
And you know what? If you're a Mormon, that probably pisses you off. You're probably mad that this dude is cosplaying your religion so he can steal Legos. You know what? Yeah, I bet they're talking about this shit. It's fucking ridiculous. It is. It's outrageous.
Who's that? So I guess that's him. No, I know that. I could tell that from the voice. But I was just gonna ask him, like, is he willing to give up everything, like he said, because he swore on everything, he swore on God?
Yeah.
This might be a crazy ask, but could you take a selfie with me?
I've never met a Mormon I didn't like. I got to tell you that. I think their religion's a little batshit crazy, but I never met a Mormon I didn't like.
Back to us.
Yeah.
The police apparently got a call that we had heroin on us.
This officer is going to conduct the search of your person because there are illegal substances in the So he's going to do that. I'm going to put this way, and then
besides Joshua Johnson, yeah,
what
true.
The fuck?
The vehicle will be searched.
Wait, is he going to get searched for what? Searched? Why? They're trying to find
After
something.
2 hours of searching the car,
2 hours?
Obviously, they found no drugs.
So,
duh. Why would he bring drugs?
I explained to the police that we didn't have drugs, and the reality of the situation is that Bricks and Minifigs is so desperate at this point that they're willing to do anything to get us arrested so they don't have to pay for the property they stole.
Yeah.
And the police was arguing back with just some of the worst comebacks I've ever heard, which is why I think the police actually redacted this audio in this clip, because if they kept the audio in, then
so bad.
The world would get to see how stupid the American Fork Police Department is.
Well, why are they able to even redact the audio in the first place? I feel like that's a little bit unfair.
Anyways, even though we were passing every single drug test they gave us,
what the fuck?
They were still not going to let us go until we told them where the drugs were.
Your eyes, for example, right? There's a constriction, which is dilated, and then not. So I haven't been looking at this. I'll show him. Look, go ahead, look at him.
Oh, look at you?
Yep.
You did see it?
So.
It's crazy. I have no idea, because I've never done any drugs in my life. I don't do drugs, I don't do alcohol. I've never done any of that in my life. I'm willing to do any drug tests. Like, I'm very cooperative.
是怎样？瞳孔放大是怎样？瞳孔放大就等于吸毒，是不是？
And then the police department illegally redacted this conversation too. My guess is that they acknowledge that it's very obvious we don't have drugs on us, but they were going to try and pressure us into giving some type of false confession anyways.
I'm not sure if you're lying to me or not, to be honest.
I'm willing to take any drug test you want.
I'm walking a very dangerous line, which you can go a lot.
So they're trying to
暗示吗？这是在暗示什么吗？刚刚那句话是在暗示什么吗？他说什么？你正在走一条非常危险的路，这会让你。
false confession anyways.
I'm not sure if you're lying to me or not, to be honest.
I'm willing to take any drug test you want.
I'm walking a very dangerous.
你走在一条非常危险的线上，这个感觉就是意有所指，这是意有所指吧？这根本就是在透过这件事情告诉他说，嘿，你知道你现在为什么会被找这些麻烦吗？你也觉得莫名其妙，对不对？你惹到不该惹的人了，你现在真的很麻烦哦，你很危险哦，啊，我就是在找你麻烦，没错，我就是让你就是一直被拖在这里，你知道吗？就是尽管今天你没有吸毒，你没有做错任何事情，但是你莫名其妙被警察扣在路上，然后警察就这样搜你的车子2个小时，然后还一直对你施压，怀疑你有吸毒，然后对你做各种毒品测试，其实就是一种心理上的一个压力会很大，会让人家有点崩溃。然后如果一直发生这种事情的话，而且有时候就是精神崩溃，可能就会有一些漏洞出来，搞不好那个漏洞出来你就踩进陷阱，然后人家就可以告你，就可以对你干嘛之类，这真的很恐怖
which you can go a lot.
So they're trying to intimidate him.
In Utah,
主观判读。
We play differently here. that make sense?
Yeah.
What the fuck are they doing? This is so weird.
而且我就跟人讲，所以第二集才让美国人开始非常生气的原因，这警察做的事情早就够让人财富自由了，超夸张的
Eventually, I guess they just got tired and let us go.
超夸张
We'll let you
的
guys go now, but you're walking a thin line. Just be mindful of that. Does that make sense?
Okay.
At this point, I've documented everything I've been through to the court, that I've tried to have this good faith conversation with Josh. He just doesn't want to have it with me. And because of everything I went through, my court case finally got approved. And attached to this email are court papers to serve Josh. The only problem is Josh is not going to open this door for anyone. He wouldn't even talk to another Mormon. Instead, he just called the police on him. In order to get Josh to come outside, I'm really going to have to get creative.
我在好奇另外一件事情，就是在美国这种法院的诉讼文件是需要由提告的人主动交到被告手上的吗？不是，通常都是法院会寄一个什么，应该是要法院会寄一个什么挂号信之类的到你的户籍地址、通讯地址什么之类的吗？为什么是由就是提告的人去转交给被告？这也太奇怪了吧！为啥啊？为啥他要证明有告知看地区？可是这个告知不是应该由法院自己发下来吗？他用公示送达，理论上他可以一直逃跑。对，我的疑问很奇怪，跨州很麻烦，感觉很奇怪啊，超莫名其妙的。今天就是我一个要提告的人，然后我要去把这个东西送到被告手上啊，我难道不用担心，就是我被告看到我本人之后，然后一个心生怨恨，然后一刀把我捅死的吗？你他妈这样给告我，我捅死你 ！Hello。
So I made this poster that says, I stole a dying man's life savings and printed it out. Now I'm placing this poster in a public space.
美国很大，可是寄个信应该还是可以的吧？
This is like white collar guerrilla warfare. It's actually insane. I've never seen anybody even do something like this before. This is amazing.
Yeah, it turns out this tiny patch of land is actually free for any person of the public to use. And since we have the freedom of speech, I am breaking no laws by doing this. So when Josh walks outside to take down this sign, I have a process server to serve him his court papers. But almost immediately, my sign got blocked.
Oh no, he's blocking our sign. What are you guys doing here?
So we are in a court case with them, and we have to serve them legal papers.
So I explained to the cops the entire situation.
I'm not going on his property.
Right, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
The police realized that we're not breaking any laws.
Yeah.
They've been called here for a false reason, so they decided to leave.
Awesome, thank you.
Wow, that's a surprise. They're not trying to fuck him around.
So much better than yesterday.
So now it's time to serve Josh these court papers. And then we got the police called on us again.
Hello.
Oh my God. Think about how much police money this is taking just to micromanage this, to prevent this Lego from, like, really? I mean, all over some fucking Legos. This is like probably the amount of money wasted on this by the police is probably more than the Legos were.
This man stole basically his family's life savings. So we're just here to serve him his court papers.
Again, I explained to this police officer the entire situation.
I wish we could just send him an email or phone call, but
tried to do
the court requires us to come in person for some reason, so...
Again, the cops realized that we are doing nothing illegal and decided to leave. Now it's time to serve Josh his court papers. But we got the police called on us again.
What the fuck?
I mean, at what point is the guy that's calling the police not breaking the law? Like, I mean, really, like, that's insane.
3次哎
Yeah.
So this is what you're trying to serve them with?
Yes. That's required by the court.
Again, the police agree that we are not breaking the law. They've been called out here for a false reason. This guy told me that he could even just serve the papers for me.
You okay if I give these papers to him?
That would be perfect.
Okay, just give me 1 minute.
他真的会送吗？他真的会帮送吗？
Sadly, we can't see the police officer serve Josh because the police department redacted all of it.
How is that legal? What the whole point of body cams? So I don't know about you guys, but like I thought the point for body cams was that you could see what the police, like if you're turning it off, like they're literally cheating. Like what the fuck is going on here?
But the only thing that really matters is that Josh is getting served.
Yeah. He does not want the paper. So he's not want the papers? Here's that back for you.
Can you refuse papers that were served to you if you've been identified? No. Yeah, literally, like that's what I was saying, right? Yeah, like you can't do that.
Serve the papers for me because I'm lying to them, and these aren't even real court papers.
I'm not sure what this is. I've never seen something like that. To be honest with you.
These are court papers.
Okay. It doesn't have a judge's name or anything like that on it?
Because it hasn't gotten to the judge yet. So this is serving him, and then we'll go to the court, and then the judge will be there. So the judge doesn't get involved until we're in court.
I see saying that you guys went on the property.
Because he wants us arrested, so he doesn't have to go to court.
It doesn't look good when you've been trespassed.
Yeah.
Trying to serve papers.
Well, I think it looks exactly how we're supposed to do it legally. This is the legal way to do it.
Well, we have 2 or 3 incidents.
Yeah. Well, first, so
there's only one
incidents
incident
because he's lying to you guys. He's making them incidents. We came to do a good faith conversation, which is required by the courts before you can get a court case approved. So we did that. He called the cops on us. He lied to you guys saying that we had heroin on us. And
what
we did
the
3 hours search of the car yesterday. We found no heroin in the car. He's going to make up any lie he can to get us arrested. We are doing things the legal way, the correct way. The reason he's hiding in his house is because he's the criminal. If something doesn't look good, it doesn't look good for him.
You missed that? Yeah, I didn't know that at all.
Legal process,
which is what we're doing.
Process
she is an actual
straight to heroin.
And what is your guys' relationship?
What's your relationship?
I just met her today.
Huh? Maybe you just have someone not affiliated with you.
That's her. Yeah, she's
not affiliated.
That's why she's here. Yeah,
she met
that's why
him
she's here. We have no relationship, and that is she is the exact person that you're describing.
I always thought that the police were supposed to remain unbiased, and if they were going to take a side, they definitely shouldn't take the side of the criminal. But I guess I was wrong.
Yeah, surprise.
However, I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm literally just following the instructions of the court, so the police can't stop me. Then, you guessed it, we got the police called on us again.
第4次.
Oh, sure. The
For
paper?
What?
The serving paper?
Yeah.
Here you go.
What the fuck?
Well.
那我还有一件好奇的事情，就是呢，他身上的密录器，警察是知道他有告知警察说他身上有密录器，所以在警察递送文件的时候，警察要求他把密录器关掉。然后还有他们在搜索，就是前面那个 part 在搜索海洛因的时候，不是有一段被消音吗？也是警察要求他消音的。所以他其实从头到尾都有告知警察说，哎，我身上他妈有密录器哦，这样是这个意思吗？要不然他在上传影片的时候，怎么会有什么警方要求消音啊？警方要求这段就是不能拍啊，不能做什么之类的。密录器是警察身上的，那他怎么会有那个影片？警察会给他影片，可以申请啊，所以警察还真的。上网查，他们可以去申请好 ，OK， 懂了，难怪我一直觉得非常奇怪。OK，
What the fuck?
I'm trying to speak with someone to verify if a case is just verify if a case is real.
执法记录仪 ，OK。
Okay, thank you for your help. That's all. Thank you.
I think this phone call was the breaking point for the police.
Oh, he's rubbing his chin.
The police couldn't handle the fact that I was right and they were wrong.
Uh-oh. Step out.
Okay. Am I being arrested? Really?
You're under. They arrest. Oh my God.
Oh
no.
What the fuck?
This is for what? Nobody even knows. For for literally having a court case. He should sue this department. Oh, he probably will.
Ben got arrested. Like, they didn't say anything when they were putting him in handcuffs. They just said, you're being arrested.
I was confused on what I was being arrested for.
Ridiculous.
I mean, the same police officers that arrested me gave me permission to do exactly what I was doing.
You can film from the sidewalk wherever it's public, right? But you can't go on that property. If you do, you'll be charged. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
I got arrested for just doing what the police told me to do. What's even more confusing is the police are supposed to be the good guys. Why are they arresting an innocent person to protect an evil criminal?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, it's not even just that. It's that, you know, it's literally it's a legitimate case. They took the paperwork. They verified the paperwork was legitimate. The guy refused service. Like, I mean, this is insane.
Well, back when I was still waiting in the car to serve job, I got a phone call. And this call was from Brian, the collector's son.
警察颜面扫地，全国都在关注这件事情，真的是太扯了。我觉得这是从乐高衍生出来的一个那个警察的问题啊。
Part of that and worth millions. I would not doubt that they have donated hefty sums to the Mormon Church, of which all the cops are probably a part of.
Yeah, Brandon Best, Joshua Johnson, and Eamon, the CEO, are all super Mormon.
The CEO
even went to the Mormon University. And when I looked up all the police officers who were treating me unfairly, they were all Mormon too.
And they take care of their own, man. They are like a huge client.
Oh,
how about that?
And instead of trying to get rid of the few bad people who are making Mormonism look bad, they're for some reason choosing to protect these criminals. But eventually, I got released from jail.
Out of jail now?
out.
And this is when it really hit me that the justice system has decided to protect these criminals.
Yeah.
So now there's really only one way I can think of to get this family the money back that got stolen from them.
Get him.
Which is a GoFundMe.
Huh?
Yeah, it is a pretty anticlimactic ending, but at least I'm confident that I'm not going to get in trouble for this. Now that our GoFundMe is live, it's time to promote it, to start getting donations. We printed out the GoFundMe's picture to hang it up so we could get a nice Instagram video to post to social media. But before the group could even hang the picture up, the police came.
What you guys up to?
What the fuck?
We're starting a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
What we're doing is we're going to get a bunch of publicity to get basically all this money back for this family.
Yeah.
You know, we're not going to do the lawsuit anymore. We're just going to do this GoFundMe. We've already got it started.
It can run into some defamation stuff.
Defamation's a civil suit. I thought they said they weren't going to enforce civil suits.
Again, the police were thinking of any technicality they could think of to protect their Mormon friends.
Oh my god！
你在学校老师报告有人考试作弊，结果整个学校都是药头的概念，所以群情激愤，这种感觉很像是真的很像是影集，然后就是说，你从一个很小的事情。比方说什么，你从一个什么很小的什么学校霸凌啊，然后就牵扯到说什么黑社会黑帮啊，然后黑社会黑帮在往上延伸，然后发现说什么，哎呀，这个国家的一些什么政治团体在养这个黑帮啊，就是从一个很小的事情，然后往上哇延伸上去，越烧越大，然后就有发现说哇，这个东西的头其实超级大的，这件事情整个这个网是很大的哦，好恐怖哦。Oh my god.
We're going to look at disorderly. If it's not disorderly, then we're going to look at the city ordinance.
They're just going down the list. They're trying to do everything they can to fuck this dude over. Keep this in mind. These are the guys, they're going through everything that they can. Meanwhile, they let people that are fucking, like, random shoplifters arrested 30 times. They're like, oh, well, Darnell got away again. I guess that's just what happens. And meanwhile, so they're micromanaging this guy. It's actually crazy how much goodwill these guys lose by doing this. It's insane. Like, whoever's running the police department, wherever they're at, needs to fire all of these people. They have to all get removed. Like, there's no way you can maintain trust with the community when something is this blatant and this obviously completely biased.
It turns out that hanging this sign on a fence and then taking a picture of it for Instagram is not illegal. In fact, what the group is doing is actually protected under the First Amendment, freedom of speech. So one of the police officers let the group know that they were okay to keep doing this.
Right now, I don't think he has to come on.
But this other police officer wasn't able to accept this reality.
We're going to take it down.
Damn.
And then for the rest of this footage, the police redacted all of the audio.
Okay.
So I called up the police station to find out why.
All the redactions are done pursuant to the Utah State Code. We don't redact things just because we feel like it or, just because something looks funny. Everything is redacted pursuant to Utah State Code. And other than that, I can't really delve into any more detail.
We got to get the Attorney General involved in this. We got to get, at least. Right, if not the president.
They accidentally forgot to mute this police officer's audio, so when you sync the two clips together, I can actually hear what they're saying here.
He sees it or give that to him? Is it an indication of crime? Is it disorderly conduct? Why? Is he upset about it? I guess, but that's not...
Yeah, this police officer is right. Just because this might make Josh upset does not make this poster illegal.
Yeah.
So I decided to let the police department know that some of the redactions they made aren't exactly what they're claiming they are.
Yeah.
I think you guys might have accidentally forgot to redact another clip that was at the same time. And when I synced the two clips together, I was able to see what they were saying, like what the redaction was. And he was talking about how what we're doing actually isn't illegal and how the police officer might be wrong. And so it wasn't about protecting a victim. It wasn't any personal information. And so I was wondering, it seems like there might be a lot of stuff like that got redacted, maybe to protect the police officers, not to protect the victims, if that makes sense. And so...
yeah, we don't do that. So like I said, anything that...
No, we don't do that.
I can tell because when I sync the two clips together, I'm actually able to see that that's what the redaction was.
Okay, well, that didn't happen.
That definitely didn't happen.
No, I don't do that.
他就是面对一些就是罪证确凿的指控，然后他听完之后就说：“哦，没有哦，人家证据都已经摆在你面前了，事实摆在你眼前了。然后你看完之后说：啊，没有，我们没有做这件事情哦。OK， 就是你做的事情都已经摊在你面前了。啊，没有，我们不会这样做哦，我们是不会这样做的，我们没有做这种事情哦。哇塞，这个装死真的是哇，太厉害了，太厉害了。”
Okay.
I don't know. It seems like the police department redacted this entire conversation because right here the police are actually admitting to themselves that none of this is illegal, but they're still going to try to arrest us anyways. It seems like the only reason they're getting rid of this audio is to protect the police officers from getting fired. I don't know what the police officers are saying in this next clip, but I'm pretty sure they're scheming up a way to get the group arrested because this is what happens next.
And Lieutenant Adamson can correct me if I'm wrong, but we're going to seize your phone right now.
Do not do that. You understand me? Right now
You have to get rid of this guy. Who is this guy?
手机
What is he doing?
You're attempting to destroy evidence. Okay, put your hands behind your back.
I was just locking my phone.
Okay, I'm going to switch over to the police officer's body cam POV so we can dissect what just happened. First, the police officer asks if he can confiscate Sheldon's phone, so Sheldon says, okay, and reaches in his pocket to give it to him. But at this point, Sheldon sees that his phone is unlocked. And at this moment, he decided that before giving it to the police officer, he was going to lock his phone, which is totally legal. There's no search warrant, so Sheldon is legally allowed to lock his phone. But as the police officer saw Sheldon's thumb moving towards that lock button, he snatched it out of his hands. And now the police officer's claiming that because he tried to lock his phone, he's destroying evidence.
Huh?
Oh my God. Thank you, George Floyd. Thank you, BLM. Because there are these stupid, fat, fuck, piece of shit police officers out there, and now we have the evidence. Now we know. Now there's accountability.
Right now, this phone is being seized as part of this investigation, and you're being arrested. Okay, let's put him in the back of the car.
所以他犯了什么罪？他要销毁什么证据？
The police decided to break the law, arrest Sheldon, all to protect an evil criminal.
Yeah, he didn't even. What was he even being arrested for?
Now that Sheldon is in jail, just for promoting our GoFundMe, we started doubting if we'll ever even be able to get Brian his money back for his dad's Lego collection. It's crazy that out of all the powerful organizations I've gone up against, the one company I'm not able to beat is a Lego company. I literally couldn't have imagined a worse ending for this video. But I had no clue that it was about to get way worse.
What the fuck?
What the fuck? 持枪哎，他们拿什么东西？手枪？难道这是步枪吗 ？Hello？ 他们拿步枪吗 ？Hello？
Oh my God! Don't move like that. You understand me? Don't move like that.
那只猫咪非常的chill哎，看到了吗？这里有只chill的猫咪。Oh, what the fuck？ 这里有人被攻击了吗？哦，晒晒太阳吧，太阳真好，我的肚肚真大哦，我最喜欢晒太阳了，喵喵喵。
This cop pulled my arm so far back it dislocated my shoulder. He claims it's because I was attempting to make an escape or something.
Don't move like that. You understand me? Don't move like that.
Oh my
God. You can see I was being completely still when he grabbed me, and I actually made zero quick movements.
Yeah.
So this police officer is just straight up lying so he can give me a serious injury. Yes. The police department got an official warrant to search our house for stolen Legos. I should
找失窃的乐高，然后要持步枪，手持步枪，然后把一堆人逮捕，然后就说声称要来找失窃的乐高 ，What the fuck？ 然后还把人家拉到脱臼，这完全就是在各种暴力施压，然后造成人的那个心理跟身体上的双重折磨，傻小啊 ！What the fuck？
This is like third world behavior.
Like,
this is so blatant and so flagrant that like you would expect something like this out of like some random third world country where the leader gets killed every other year, right? Like, oh my God.
Josh did threaten me in the last video that if I go out and actually try to sue him, he's going to come out and say that I'm the one that stole the Legos.
He did say that.
Okay, let's do it. Fuck you, man. You stole them, bitch.
I'm going to fast forward a little bit just to give you guys some context, but I actually got a copy of this warrant.
The reason they were searching our house was, it says, there is now certain property or evidence described as any stolen merchandise, specifically...
They said they had Legos. Well, that makes perfect sense.
Illegal conduct on us that we stole the Legos. They're looking that we stole the Legos is why they stormed our house with no evidence. And this is after he's been proven to make up stories about us before. And so now he's just pulling something out of his butt. Oh, they're the ones that stole the Legos. And for whatever reason, the police take him seriously, even though he's acting like a crazy person.
Anyways, the cops probably felt pretty stupid when they searched our entire house and didn't find any stolen Legos.
I don't think they felt stupid. I think they knew there weren't going to be any Legos. I think they did this on purpose. The process is the punishment. It's what I've always said.
That weird
Damn. In handcuffs again. Wow.
Wow, 那只猫 still chill.
Damn.
哦，你们看猫咪还蹭人，喵喵喵！我肥胖胖，你要被逮捕了吗？喵喵喵！最后再蹭你一下，喵喵喵！
Oh my God. All arrested. This is insane.
Now the entire group, we are all on our way to jail.
Purpose. It's all on purpose. It's all on verdict.
很夸张哎 ！What the fuck？
Doing as they agree with it. Damn.
就这样被拘留了，是不是？
Except for me, I got taken to an interrogation room so they could find some reason to lock me up for good.
Ben, I'm Detective ㄏㄨㄢᄏ.
Last time, I was able to get released on bail. But this time, they're requesting that I be held in jail a month until my court date. But there's honestly nothing for me to hide, so I went through the entire story with them to show the detective that this whole thing is just a big misunderstanding.
Yeah.
If you think about it, 83-year-old man versus $400 million company. Even though the $400 million company's in the wrong, they're gonna win, you know? I wish we could just send him an email, like, show up to court this day. That would be so easy for us. But this is how the law works. Like, that's not my fault. Like, I don't make the law. If I made the law, send them an email.
It's not thing they know.
Like, here's all your papers. You just have to figure out civilly. I'm like, this is the civil method, you know? Like, to do it civilly, you have to serve. They're like, well, then just sue them then. I'm like, that's what we're doing.
Okay, yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like, you see how this is a circle? I am very interested in Josh's side of the story because I think he said, might have been heroin in the car or something, and they did like a 3-hour search on our car.
There's no
Obviously
heroin.
no heroin, so I don't know what Josh is telling them to.
At what point is it not illegal to just send the police after people?
对，我也很好奇这件事情。
Like, I mean, that's insane.
我在台湾，如果你这样子随便乱报警，我就说，我要报警，那个有人打我，然后就实际上调监视器，没有人打我啊，这样子我有违法吗？在台湾应该是违法的吧？有吗？应该有吧？因为实在是不会，生活中不太会接触到这种事情，所以其实也没有思考过这个部分是有，是不是？有的妨碍也不知道是什么。美国是重罪之州比较特别，诬告哦，诬告。可是我没告啊，报假警哦，报假警啊，大家都不会特别追究啊。
Is not working for us.
被压下去了。
Right after I mentioned this GoFundMe, the investigator wanted to leave the room.
浪费警力的香港。
I'll be back with you, okay?
Mentioning this GoFundMe really caught his attention.
Alright. Well, I'd just like to know more about this, like, GoFundMe. Like I said, I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, we were just trying to get, so basically what ended up happening is Ben got arrested, which we were pretty blown away he got arrested, but I'm like, all right, I'll take over now. Like, I don't want you to get in any more trouble. And he's like, yeah, I can't get in any more trouble. Like if you take over, like that, you know, that was my decision. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. What other questions do you, like, I guess have? Because there's not really, I guess, much else to say in the situation, to be honest. That's just the whole thing that just happened. I mean, I'm honestly kind of shocked to be arrested at this point.
I'll be stressed out.
Yep.
Yeah, this is definitely a very strange thing to be getting interrogated about, especially considering from my angle and the evidence I've seen, the overwhelming evidence that they just blatantly stole from this guy. It's like us trying to then do a GoFundMe.
I mean,
to get him his money back, and I'm the one, you know, getting put in cuffs. It's crazy.
I guess the detective didn't get what he was looking for, so he decided to interview the rest of the group.
Sounded like a great project to me. I was like,
oh my God. They're trying to get somebody to say, like, what,
for
they did
some
heroin?
reason, he was trying to get all of them to admit that the GoFundMe was my idea.
Wait, why?
Ben was behind the
这是诱导哎，这个是诱导，不是吗？
I don't know. Yeah, but he was supportive of it as his channel, right? He said, oh yeah, let's do this for the channel. From my understanding.
But I wasn't afraid to admit that I actually made the GoFundMe for Brian because a GoFundMe is a safe, legal way to raise money for a family if they got all their stuff stolen. I should be risking nothing by admitting this.
Basically, the police told me, do not take this man to court or else you'll get arrested. And so I was like, just thinking, and we're like, let's do a GoFundMe, you know?
Yeah.
And that was their solution.
But I was wrong.
We're going to book you back into the jail, okay? The creation of the GoFundMe, right? We're blasting this person all over saying, hey, he's...
So creating the GoFundMe was illegal?
When I asked the detective how creating a GoFundMe was probable cause to send me to jail, This was his response.
A lot of this stuff you may have to just get an attorney and fight it in the criminal side of court. Right?
这小
Yep. Yeah.
这小这小这小这小有什么关我？哦，很多事情你只能找律师在法庭上解决。所以你逮捕我的原因是什么？哦，这个你只能请律师在法庭上解决。傻小，他不就是名正言顺的告诉你说，我没有什么理由抓你，我就只是想抓你啊，就没有理由。你如果想抗议，你就请个律师吧，我就是要抓你 ，no reason， 没有理由，我就是要抓你。OK， 接下来你就找律师吧。I'll call my lawyer, you can call your lawyer。我们法庭上见吧，就这样子。我没有什么要跟你说的，我没有理由。对你说的都很有道理，确实你没有违法，但我就是要抓你，我就是要告你，我就是要把你关进去。你请律师吧。What the fuck？
Go ahead and stand up. I got an officer right here that's gonna his cuffs for you.
We'll also be able to hear Josh's side of the story.
Oh my god.
有问题就生。
It'll be.
Oh my god.
And I never talked to Josh, but it'll be
This is
documented in the
insane.
report as well.
Okay, thank you so much.
But the detective was lying. The police have illegally redacted every single claim Josh has made about me.
Yeah.
And when I finally go to court, I'm going to be completely blind to what I'm even being charged for.
Yeah.
The worst part is that the police officers took away my bail. So now I have to wait a month in jail.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck？ 这小啦，这小
What the fuck?
这小。
However, I ended up getting extremely lucky. When a judge ended up reviewing this arrest, they thought the whole thing was so stupid and ended up releasing me on bail. So now, at least I'm a free man
I was
until
like,
my court
there's no
case.
way he was in jail for a month, right? I was like, there's no way. Okay.
The illegal act that I committed was mentioning that Josh stole the Legos in our GoFundMe. So
是整件事前，被害者有做出第三部的影片，但是只要发出来还是干嘛，就会被直接收押，并且募款间会直接给那家乐高公司。What? Why? 你是说那个 Brian 不是他叫 Brian 吗？我已经忘记那个受害者叫啥名字了。What the fuck?
if you say who the thief is, then that is illegal for us to do that.
法官被开除，你在暴雷我吗？
I just have to wait for.
Then that is illegal for us to do that.
你说是小偷那是
Now I just have to wait for court, and honestly, I'm not excited. My entire life, I was taught if you steal from people, you get in trouble.
Yeah,
and
that's
if you help
what's
people,
supposed
you
to
get
happen.
rewarded.
Yeah.
But I guess I was just taught a lie.
Yeah.
By me trying to help and do the right thing, all I did was just screw everything up and get all of my friends in trouble.
Yeah.
I couldn't fix anything. And now with all the charges I got in this video, I'm looking at least 5 years in jail.
5年
But I finally accept my fate. I failed. And now it's time to go home.
Oh my god. This is gonna be a twist. He's gonna be like.
But before I made it home, one of my roommates called me saying that a police officer just showed up to our house.
So it rings the doorbell, and he's like, "Is Mr. Snyder here?" I was like, "Why?" I was like, "Can I deliver a message for you?" He's like, "How could you deliver a message?" He said it just like that. And he was like, "Just tell him he has a warrant for his arrest." Like he thought he was in an action movie type walk off, and that was his like end line.
What the fuck?
If I had to guess, I'd say that Bricks and Minifigs has seen that I am a free man, and they can't have me actively working on my lawsuit against them. And considering how many lies Bricks and Minifigs has made about me in this video.
Fuck you, man. You stole them, bitch.
I stole the Legos?
American Park Police Department, make yourself known.
Oh my
Included in the warrant are Legos.
I can only imagine of what I'm being accused of doing now.
Yeah.
So immediately, I called the Utah Police Department to see what my warrant was for.
Yeah.
Someone showed up at my house today saying that there was a warrant out for my arrest.
If that warrant says a no bail, those are the ones that are more serious.
The only thing the police department could tell me is that I do have a warrant, but this time the judge approved it that I will have no bail. And I am now a physical threat to Josh, the person the police are protecting.
What the fuck?
Basically, at any moment now, I could be arrested without bail for some mystery crime.
Oh my
There
god.
really is only one thing that I can do now.
Well, I'm in Mexico now, and the American police have no authority.
OK， 他跑去。
Oh my fucking god. This is insane. How is this even real? He had to leave the country over Legos. Uh-huh. Oh.
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 But at this moment, I realized what I had to do. Bricks and Minifigs thinks they can just bully anyone who tries to stop them in committing their crimes.
Yeah.
And what's the only way to stop a bully? Stand up to them.
If me posting this picture online once got the city this upset where they had to arrest me, just think about how upset they'd be if thousands of people started wearing it.
Which is why the picture that got me arrested, I'm putting that picture on a shirt.
And you can buy this merch at WeStealFromOldPeople.com. So go right now. It's gonna be sick.
And yeah, all of the law enforcement that's protecting Bricks and Minifigs is gonna be pissed. But there's nothing they can do because I'm in Mexico. Also, make sure to donate to the GoFundMe we set up for Brian.
Wow.
I'm not really sure if I'm allowed to promote this. I mean, I got arrested just for creating this thing, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Everyone donate to this GoFundMe. I'm in Mexico now. The police can't do anything to me here.
This is the most insane, ridiculous, unfair, dumb fuck, retarded story I've ever gone through. Religion makes people do insane things. It's not even religion. So if he wants, there's a couple of different ways that I could approach this, right? Like I might try to reach out. Does he have a Twitter? Reckless Ben. I think this guy that probably like it's already probably going to be resolved or it's being resolved. So I might not have to, but if he wants to reach out to me or something, I can do what I can do, right? I mean, I don't know what else I can do, but I mean, how could you possibly think that journalism isn't dead after watching this? Like, it's just so obvious that these guys are the future. It really is. And by the way, completely deserved also. This is a great thing.
大家看完影片后又有
What the fuck？ 直接让你出国欸，傻小啦，真正是傻小欸，真正是傻小欸。What the？ 还有下一集吗？这是影集耶，这完全就是影集耶！最后只能逃出美国，真的是很扯哎。还有是不是这个吗？6天前、5天前，
这就是官官相护最佳的例子。连警察局长都出来制造假消息，这群警察没有被革职，真的是人神共愤。他们还把所有的责任都指向 Ben， 丝毫不提犯罪的人。
就是现在就是网络舆论不是应该已经烧烂了吗？就是网络舆论已经烧烂成这个样子了，还是没有任何的。
Has responded to the video I made about them.
I am the Chief of Police for the American Fork Police Department. I'd like to address the members of our American Fork and Cedar Hills community regarding some videos currently circulating on social media.
So now I will offer a response to their response. There's a lot of new information in this response that I've been wanting to get for a long time, so we'll go over that first.
All right.
One of the main questions in my video was, why did I get swatted for stealing the Legos?
武装突击，对，他是武装突击，人家是拿着步枪进去的，是步枪哎！哇塞，今天如果我在直播，然后到一半，然后突然有那个警察破门而入，麦当劳欢乐社啊，不是，我的意思是，如果突然有警察破门而入，拿着那个什么 AK， 拿着 M4 冲进来，然后说，哦，你偷了乐高，所以我们要搜你家。What the fuck？ 我觉得会直接吓烂，我可能会直接从我家跳下去，三小啦 ！What the fuck？ 局长 ASM 基层警员想要合格或免权，除非原告能证明警察行为极明确的违反了已知宪法权利，否则即使警察在执法时有过失或程序瑕疵，公民也很难在刑事上起诉警察。Oh my god！ 天哪，欧比会躺在那里吗？欧比可能会喵喵喵。喵喵喵！哎，对，说到这个，我想去找一下欧比在哪，顺便装个水，上个厕所。我们中场休息一下下，顺便去找欧比，站立一下，站立一下，中场休息一下。耶！咚咚咚，那个没有蛋蛋耶耶耶！耶！咚咚咚，那个没有蛋蛋耶耶耶！耶！咚咚咚，那个没有蛋蛋耶耶耶！耶！咚咚咚，那个没有蛋蛋耶耶耶！耶！咚咚咚，那个没有蛋蛋耶耶耶！耶！咚咚咚，那个没有蛋蛋耶耶耶！ 呜啊啊耶！咚咚咚，那个没有蛋的耶耶耶！呜啊啊耶！咚咚咚，那个没有蛋的耶耶耶！呜啊啊耶！咚咚咚，那个没有蛋的耶耶耶！呜啊啊耶！咚咚咚，那个没有蛋的耶耶耶！呜啊啊耶！咚咚咚，那个没有蛋的耶耶！我回来了，顺便把我们家的软烂猫咪一起带过来了。欧比啊，假设妈咪有一天被武装突击，你是不是也会在旁边喵喵喵？感谢忍太郎 Sarah91 定居在厨房的弟弟仔，51经过卤肉，哥哥快 home 来了，未婚叫阿勋，坦荡荡沉默宽松6 Christian 威仔 DJ 打自己跟爷爷的水费，感谢水费，阿里嘎多阿里嘎多，谢谢。有人疑惑吗？这个是我们只要去装水上厕所，大家都会抖内我一些冲水费或者是喝水费用啊。本台神奇的小习惯。
Mystery to the police officers, and they knew that I didn't steal the Legos, that Josh stole the Legos.
He basically stole.
感谢神仙不用钱的奖金，看到这边感到很激动。即使没有发生在我身上，我也无法接受它发生。然而这是事实，会不断破事不断发生，无力感可能就是这样。而且这是有被
It's not even that Josh stole it. It's that there's no like as far as I know, the police can't just
曝光
raid
的，
your
一定
house
有
for
很
no
多是
reason.
根本就
They
没有
have
被
to
曝
have
光
probable
的。
cause to have a search warrant to go in there and do that. Where's the probable cause for this?
They
claimed it was to protect the victims.
Ridiculous.
However, one of my friends set up a GoPro as we were getting swatted, and we caught the entire conversation on camera.
Included in the warrant are Legos.
For 3 months, the police department's answer has been, this redaction is important because it protects Josh, the victim of this case. However, we can clearly see that the police are looking for Legos and they saw no Legos. And they redacted this because they were embarrassed that they made such a stupid decision to swat the wrong person. They were so embarrassed of swatting my house for stealing the Legos that in all the police reports, it is completely redacted. The police department wants this information hidden so bad that they're willing to break the law to hide this from everyone. The only reason I know about it is because the receipt I got the night I was released from jail and my friend's GoPro that was recording. So even though I've been asking them for 3 months why I got swatted, they finally came up with an answer, which is the Airbnb host told them that I stole the Legos.
How the fuck would they know that?
The homeowner also disclosed that he could hear multiple individuals inside the residence speaking about possibly stolen Lego toys they had taken. Officers added a request within the search warrant affidavit seeking authorization to also search for and seize possible stolen property, including Lego merchandise. 4th District Judge Roger W. Griffin reviewed and approved the search warrant.
I always like giving people the benefit of the doubt. I will take the police officer's word on this, but something fishy is going on here, and everything can just be cleared up if you unredact the audio and let everyone see the truth. Also, after we got raided and the police officers found no Legos, all of this footage has been redacted too. And my guess is if the police unredact this footage, we will find out the answers.
Well, if you cross-reference the audio to something that it wasn't attached to and it matched up perfectly, and then the audio wasn't related to something that was confidential or private or compromising, the odds are they just simply redacted it in order to save face. That's logically what happened. I mean, I don't see how anybody else could, like come to that conclusion besides that.
While we were getting swatted, one of the police officers decided to injure me for absolutely no reason. Yeah. He claims it's because I was trying to make a fast movement. However, the police department has an answer to this.
During Snyder's detention, Lieutenant Adamson took hold of Snyder's right arm. Lieutenant Adamson later reported that he felt Snyder tense his arm, at which point Adamson moved Snyder's right arm behind his back to place him into custody.
Bullshit.
The police department has clear. I did not, in fact, make any quick movements like the police officer claims I did. So the police officer was lying, but not fully, because I did tense my arm. However, he lunges at me
绷
extremely
紧手
fast.
臂代表什么吗？如果有人突然想要抓我的手，我也会想要绷紧手臂啊。
That doesn't make any sense.
He's also not even grabbing any muscles that you can be tensing in the first place. He's grabbing your wrist, and you're a skinny guy like me. Like, this is, I can't really feel fucking anything, right? I mean, like...
This police officer has psychic powers. And he could tell that my arm was tensing up before grabbing me.
He knew.
However, this makes no sense because if the police officer did truly have psychic powers, he
你怎么会
would
在
have
抓
known
到我
that
之
we
前
were
你
not
就
the
感觉
thieves.
到我的手绷
Josh
紧
and Brandon were the thieves. So this can't be the
连
case
健身
either.
教练都没那么
I'm
厉
trying to
害。
have an open mind with these different possibilities of what this could be, but literally the only outcome left is that this police officer injured me for no reason. However, the police have another response to this of why I must be lying.
In the X-ray image displayed by Mr. Snyder in that video, a small L is visible in the upper right-hand corner of the X-ray.
I see a large L in the
The
middle
L
screen.
indicates the image is that of the left shoulder. The video shows Lieutenant Adamson handling Schneider's right arm during the arrest.
Yes, the stock footage I used to show what a dislocated shoulder is, an image that's clearly not mine because I didn't go to the hospital, I went to jail. So how could I have taken this picture? But anyways, the stock image I used is of a left shoulder when my shoulder that got injured was my right shoulder. When I was editing this, I like to think highly of my audience that they would have known that this was a stock image and I wouldn't have to spoon feed every tiny detail to my audience. But now I realize that there's another portion of my audience
我觉得那个确实会让人家误会那是你受伤。你说我的右肩脱臼，然后你放一张脱臼的照片，这个怎么样都会被想说是你的啊。
Now that I know that the American Fork Police Department's watching, I will be forced to spoon feed every single detail.
I mean, yeah, I thought that was his...
对，我也会以为那是他的肩膀啊。
I mean, like, this is the kind of stuff where it's like making a distinction without a difference. It's like this is what people like this try to do is that they try to find like one inconsistency and then try to reverse into everything else is inconsistent when everything that they're doing is inconsistent except for maybe one thing that they think is true. It's like a massive distortion.
3 days before I got arrested, I had a really bad ski accident where I had a really bad dislocation of my shoulder and any movement at all would have dislocated it. So I will say here, I don't think that the police officer was purposely trying to injure me. I think to a normal person, this would have been fine. But for me in particular, this was not good, but it was still unjustified. And
it's obvious that the police were trying to be aggressive and manhandle him in order to scare him into behaving a certain way. That's obviously what was happening.
The police officer was just making an excuse.
I don't see how this is even a conversation.
Making up an excuse to defend it. Another thing I find shocking is the chief of police, even after reviewing the dash cam footage, says that we ran a stop sign.
Richardson initiated a traffic stop on the vehicle for failing to stop before the stop line at a stop sign and failing to stop completely at that stop sign.
The chief of police looked at this video and said, we ran a stop sign.
哦，他是说没有完全停吗？他整个完全时速零，是不是？
It wasn't even a rolling stop. That was not a rolling stop. That was just like, I'm sorry if that's a rolling stop. All I do are rolling stops. Like that is more than enough. There was nobody else in the area. It's obvious that they were trying to do this. Like, what are we doing playing games? They have ill intent. They're trying to catch him on anything. That's what they're doing.
At this point, we thought the best thing to do was to take Josh to court so he can be legally accountable for the crimes he committed. However, to do that, we are first required to serve him court papers. So we did what the law told us to do. I got a process server and went to his house to do this the legal way. However, Josh did not want to do this the legal way. Instead, called the police on us.
Joshua Johnson contacted police and reported he was going to shoot someone as a result of the ongoing harassment. Multiple officers immediately responded to the area.
Josh was so scared of going to court that he would rather shoot us than accept these court papers. Josh's logic here is that if he can murder the process server and if he can murder me, then he can get away with his crimes. No one to sue him in court. However, sadly for Josh, murder is illegal.
Murder is illegal. Okay.
The American Fork Police should at least be arresting Josh for trying to use murder as a way to get out of court. But sadly, for some reason, they arrested me instead. Something about this seems off, and all of the answers are in the body cam footage. However, they redacted all the body cam footage. So this is where I think if we all come together as a community, we can somehow convince the American Fork Police Department to unredact this footage so we can find out why they arrested me and not the guy who threatened to murder me. However, the American Fork Police does not want to unredact the footage right now and now have made up a new excuse of why I was the one justified being arrested.
What's the reason?
Officer Sumbot contacted the Marion County Circuit Court in Oregon to verify the legitimacy of the paperwork. The court confirmed that the case was indeed legitimate, but that papers had already been served and no hearing date had yet been scheduled.
The police department said the reason they arrested me and not Josh this day is because they called to confirm if this was a real court case, and they said it was real. However, the papers have already been served.
Yeah.
And now I'm doing this solely to get YouTube content. And if that's true, I would like to see footage of it. They released all the raw footage, and that part doesn't seem to be in the raw footage.
It's already been to court, or are you allowed to tell me kind of where they're at with the case?
There is no hearing date set, and there hasn't been a hearing in the case yet. All I see is the claim that was filed. I don't see proof of service or anything. A hearing wouldn't be set until a response is filed by defendant.
Okay, so the defendant needs to be served with papers before the case will, I guess, start?
Yes.
Okay.
So they literally just lied. So it's not even like there's any ambiguity. They just straight up said, you know, it's blue, but it was red. Like, I expected there to be like, you know, okay, well, they're not going to, you know, it was like ambiguous. No, this isn't ambiguous at all. They just straight up fucking lied.
Right here, the police officer admits that it is March 10th.
On March 10th, 2026.
However, you can see here that Josh doesn't get served until 3 days later, March 13th. So how could Josh have already been served on March 10th if he didn't get served until March 13th?
What a lie.
Unless Josh is a time traveler. There's only one way to clear this whole up. American Fork Police Department, show me the time machine.
Yep.
Show me the time machine.
They say that I have done all the check marks which constitute stalking. Let's go through them.
Individual commits stalking if the individual intentionally or knowingly engages in a course of conduct directed at a specific individual.
So yes, I did do an action that was targeted at a specific individual, but that's what's required by the court if I want to take someone to court. If someone steals your stuff and you go through the legal process to take them to court, it is not considered stalking. I have a right as an American to sue him.
Is reckless as to whether that course of conduct would cause a reasonable person to fear for the individual's own safety or the safety of another.
The second check mark is that if a reasonable person would be scared. The police are claiming that since this action made Josh scared, this check mark is complete. However, they've completely forgotten about the term reasonable. As we can see, Josh is not a reasonable person.
It's beyond that, in my opinion. He didn't even try to engage in a way that was stalking in the first place. He's trying to serve him legal papers. Like, there's no other alternative. And even the police said they were going to give it to him. Like, there's so many things wrong with this. It's insane. The police even served him the legal papers and he refused them, which a refusal of service is still considered a response in Utah. And that would be sufficient enough for them to continue on with the trial that would lead to a default judgment. So what's funny is that, like, it's already over to begin with. We already looked this up.
我们前面不是
Here's the crazy thing.
我们前面不是有看到警察说 Josh 拒收，然后这边又说 Josh 已经收了 What the fuck?
That they took over that location because the owners were using the location to fund their heroin addiction.
What?
What?
Yeah, and that's how they took it over. And saying they had like a pigeon in there that was crapping all over the Legos and it smelled bad, all this stuff.
This is someone who threatened to murder me just for trying to serve him papers. This is not a reasonable person. It is not reasonable to threaten to murder someone just for serving papers. A reasonable person would accept the papers, so that second checkbox does not meet the requirements. I even tried explaining this to one of the police officers early on.
What the law says is if the average person would feel unsafe by our behaviors. So I think he's feeling unreasonably unsafe. A reasonable person would not feel unsafe in the situation. Well, I can say the same thing. I feel unsafe trying to conduct business with him, and he calls the police on me to hide. I feel unsafe because of that. Because we had a 3-hour search in our car. He said we had heroin in our car.
我觉得他才会感受到不安全吧，真小啦。
I think that's reasonable for me to feel unsafe. It's not reasonable for him to feel unsafe.
So Josh is actually the one who said he was going to murder me if I take him to court. But now I'm the one that's being looked into for threatening to murder Josh. How does this make any sense?
Mr. Johnson alleged that Mansell had hired Benjamin Snyder to harass, stalk, vandalize the store, threaten to murder the manager of the store.
Oh my
They claimed that we had heroin on us.
他从哪里来的证据说他要 murder 那个店长
Can we all come together and convince the American Fork Police Department to unredact this so we can find out the truth? However, what the police is claiming now is that they did not get a call saying that we had heroin on us. Instead, they could just tell from the second we pulled over that our eyes were glossy.
They could tell that you were on heroin because they could see that you were on heroin. Oh, okay.
During the interaction, Officer Fraughton indicated he believed Shaw's eyes appeared glossy and expressed concern regarding
眼睛充血 OK， 所以王熙哥开台超过5个小时，眼睛充血，完蛋了 drop。完蛋，王熙哥没睡好，眼睛充血 drop。完蛋，王熙哥隐形眼镜戴不上去，戴了2、3次才戴上去，眼睛充血 drop。隐形眼镜戴超过8个小时，眼睛充血 drop。完蛋了，完蛋了，完蛋了。
Charges, or are we just tired of them being annoying?
Do we have charges, or are we just trying to make some bullshit up? Oh my god! And this is what they didn't redact.
眼睛充血是违法的，但是
So they didn't redact this. Think about how totally crooked and bullshit it must be. The stuff that they had to get rid of. Oh my god.
It seems hard to take what the chief of police is saying seriously because so far almost everything he said is a lie. So the only way we can actually find out the truth is if we unredact everything.
Yeah, it's what I've always said. The people who are fighting to have less information are usually lying to you or trying to take advantage of you. This is just another example of that.
佐助写轮眼
drop. 完蛋了，火影忍者 drop. Already out there. None of these redactions are protecting anything except for the police. And now I want to acknowledge my friend Sheldon's arrest.
The group stated they were supporting a GoFundMe campaign for a dying man. One of the individuals later identified as Sheldon Norcross. Officer Richardson then decided to seize Norcross's phone, pending the approval of a search warrant, in order to preserve potential evidence and prevent the deletion or alteration of any data.
感谢拔蜡的奖金，长期熬夜加平均只睡4小时，请问该帮武装警察装自动门吗？没有错，你直接就是等着那个验尿那些的吧。
Manipulating the device. You mean
直接尿一尿装在那个杯子里，然后说 OK 拿去验吧。
Such a crazy vocabulary switch.
The police officer claimed that Sheldon was arrested because he opened his phone to start deleting evidence. However, we can clearly see in the footage
佐助那个可能真的有 OK， 确实他有洗大蛇丸的那个给的 drug。Oh my god!
And the phone was transitioning from on
门口自取
not from off to on. In this response, it almost seems like the police officers didn't even watch the video.
It's very obvious that they don't even really care about being accurate about this. They don't even care about making sure that their story aligns with what the publicly available information is. And the reason why is that they think they're going to completely get away with it and there not to be any accountability. And I think that's the biggest and the most annoying thing about it is that the fact that they're so sloppy and so lazy about this because they think that they're completely immune to any consequences. That's what's so fucking annoying.
有恃无恐完全是有恃無恐
Wait, I'm your teacher. Here's your homework. First off, learn the facts of what actually happened.
Yeah, just watch your own videos.
Stop lying about the facts. No one's believing it. The third thing is unredact the audio that makes the police look bad. Some of the best lawyers in the United States are reaching out to me right now, so eventually this is going to get released. Wouldn't you just like to get this over with sooner rather than dragging this out? The more we drag this out, the more content we get, so this only benefits me to drag this out. It doesn't benefit you. If you unredact the illegally redacted parts now, you'll win over audience support much faster. It's kind of funny because a lot of you guys probably think I'm like trying to like make fun of this other cop by how he was talking.
Brother, you mind turning up the volume? Holy, it's actual ASMR.
ASMR.
Wow. I cannot really hear him. Why is he whispering?
No, I'm actually just like, super sick right now. I haven't been sleeping, so I'm trying to get out part 3.
感谢神奇沙拉奖金，最可怕不是冤案，任何国家都有黑暗面，最可怕是他们找理由都如此的烂，代表他们身心背后的有人才有恃无恐，真是烂透嘞！而且他们甚至知道说网络上有着明确的可以反驳他们罪证确凿的影片，可是他们却还是敢直接在局长直接公然的 whispering ASMR 说谎，然后甚至还说多么荒谬的理由，因为你眼睛充血，所以我怀疑你吸毒。Oh my god！ 我们把东西送到了 Josh 手上，然后网络上就有影片说 Josh 拒收。Oh my god！ 真的是 Oh my god！ 真的一切只是what the ridiculous 啊！我的天啊
！And that's caused me just to like stay up all night, every night, not sleep, and now I'm sick and have no voice. But yeah, I guess it kind of, I don't know why that police officer was talking in such a low, quiet voice, but that's why I am, at least. I wasn't making fun of him. I literally am just genuinely sick. And let's find Brian's Legos.
Wow. Bro, like, what a bunch of fucking bullshit. So they just made everything up.
Bullshit.
And I think this is completely deserved. We need more people like Ben that are holding these companies and these assholes accountable. And also these police officers. We need our police officers. We need to have law enforcement. And to have these piece of shit pigs sitting there making up bullshit, lying, inventing fake charges, trying to scare people into leaving, siding with businesses over a dying old man. I mean, again, this is the reason why you need internal investigation. situations. This, and you know what really makes me mad is it gives all of those fucking crusty parasites that say that they hate police, ACAB, all cops are bastards. You know what I really fucking hate is it makes them right. It makes them right, and they should never be right because they're retards. But every once in a while, these pigs go out there and start turning the law enforcement into effectively another private security force. That's what makes me more mad than anything about this.
On May 29th, Patreon received an official takedown request filed by Bricks and Minifigs for media and accounts related to Reckless Ben and an ongoing dispute regarding a local Lego consignment issue. This is the verified complaint with exhibits. This is the request for immediate content removal pursuant to temporary restraining order. And this is the motion for the temporary restraining order and preliminary injunction. So after an extensive review and investigation by Patreon's Trust and Safety team, we have in fact unfortunately determined that Bricks and Minifigs can stuff it. We're keeping Ben's page up. If Bricks and Minifigs doesn't like that, they can sue us. Patreon out.
Wow.
Wow.
God damn. And also, by the way, they have to say this because if the idea is that a company can just send a you know, some sort of like legal paper.
怎么有应援呢 ？Sorry， 我看一下。感谢不是猫咪老师应援奖金猪啊！我有对前天要调成夜班作息，想说跟完稀土连到一路到西巴跟盘，但听到全糖豆这样意思就飞了。才说不行要看歌，我食言了，这赎罪券诚心忏悔。西门吃老麦早餐中2张，把好运分给哥。哦，恭喜恭喜！我刚刚也在吃老麦早餐，没事啦。你只要不要睁着眼睛说瞎话，然后说王西哥眼睛泛红 drag 就好了。
So like you have to understand that like this is a huge advertisement for his service, for him reaffirming that we are actually on your side as the creator, we care about you, etc. So like he's making the right decision with this. Absolutely, it's totally the right decision.
大家看完影片后又有什么想法呢？
我觉得，与其说我目前看到现在的感觉啊，我还没有看完嘛，我们把它看完。我觉得，与其你说他是因为宗教，所以就是邪教什么之类的，我倒觉得比较像是因为摩门教是一个很大的教，然后这些人他们都是摩门教教徒，出于想要互相保护的那种感觉，你知道吗？就是我们都是信同一个宗教人物 ，We are family， 我们是姐妹，我们是兄弟姐妹，我要保护你，你做这件事情 ，OK， 虽然你是错，但是没有关系，我要保护你。我觉得这跟宗教可能没有那么直接的关系，可能那个宗教的教义也没有跟他们说，哦，你们要说谎，你们要做这件事情，你们要干嘛？比较像是因为我们都有一个归属。就像是有时候你知道，就是同校的也会有那种我们是家人的感觉。我想要保护我的校友，我想要保护我的学长姐，我想要保护我的学弟妹。有时候就会有时候那种护短，或者是想要保护那种跟你相同立场、相同团体的那种人的心情，比较像是这种感觉。跟宗教，我觉得跟宗教本身，我觉得搞不好没有什么太大的关系。我觉得啦，我不知道，我的推测，我目前的感觉是这个样子。
这就是警察跟那些乐高大盗的对话，他们居然跟警察公然说谎，最后警察还相信他们，并开始通缉 Ben。最后 CEO 被延上，果然使用分割大法，还说这不关我的事。我们来看乐高大盗说的什么吧。
All the footage is released. Okay. So everything came out.
Someone actually hacked into the American Fork Police Department and released all the footage unredacted of my interactions with them. So this is the original footage I got with the redactions in, and this is the new unredacted footage. I'm lining them up, and I'm going to keep only the redacted parts to see what they were actually saying.
I understand. This ends today. I know. We're talking more.
Sadly, they weren't able to get the first 2 days where I was accused of having.
我觉得他现在身上，他现在这个造型看起来很像那个什么90年代的那个美国摇滚乐团的主唱。OK.
Heroin on me. But the final 2 days, we were able to see a lot, actually. The footage starts with me going to Josh's house so I can serve him his legal court papers. Yep. Josh knows that if he goes to court with me, he's going to lose. So instead, a much easier option is he calls the police on me to prevent me from serving him.
His name is Ben Schneider. He's stalking my house. Will you come to my house, please, and come get them? I'm not going to have stalkers.
Are they there right now?
They're on the side of the house.
One of the dispatchers made a note here saying that you were gonna shoot someone?
I'm done with this. Officer, can you please help me and my family and make this stop?
Yeah, absolutely.
She had a consignment deal with a guy named Brian Mansell.
Why would they remove this?
She had this consignment deal with him and she never paid him.
So right away, Josh is lying to the police, which we can easily verify with all of the metadata timestamp pictures that show that the Lego sets were in the store when Josh took it over.
He's hired this YouTuber. His name is Ben Schneider.
He hired
Reckless
him.
Ben. They sent people in saying they're gonna murder our...
他们派人这样说 murder 他们的经理 ，What the fuck?
No, they didn't. What are you talking about?
So we are in a court case with them, and we have to serve them legal papers.
She is a process server, and she's trying to serve you papers.
She's not a process server.
Okay.
Get the papers. They're fake paper. They're fake. Go get the papers.
You okay
This is a fake paper.
You have to see those papers?
凭什么他说是 fake 就是 fake 啊？
Yeah, for sure. Okay, hang tight. Are you okay if she just gives you the papers so we can just get
Have
her?
you looked at the papers? I've talked to the Kaiser Police Department. There's nothing filed.
The police department doesn't. They don't. But I thought they just called to verify that it was real.
Absolutely not. It's fake. It's
不
not
是
real.
打电话确认过那是真的了吗？
You have that right?
Yeah.
Literally, all this police officer has to do is be like, "You are served," and then he doesn't even have to accept them. He can literally just drop them. But as long as you say you are served, that counts as illegal serving. So why doesn't this cop just do that? Like this whole thing could be solved in literally 3 seconds. Like here, I'll time it. You've been served.
It's not even that. Even I actually think that the process has already been done. He knows they're trying to serve him paperwork, and with him not refusing the paperwork, that is like by him not taking it is acknowledging it, and he did acknowledge it. So if you've acknowledged it, it's on video of you acknowledging it. It's over. It's over. Like I mean, this entire.
所以美国警察局就真的把这些没有盖住的影片就这样有恃无恐、毫无保留的上传了，甚至可以让他去做对比，说他们原本删了哪些部分，这真的是很嚣张完全没有在怕的What the fuck？ 他们这些人完全没有在怕的就是直接给你看 ，OK？ 你想要看我们盖了什么是吧？在那边唧唧歪歪吵是吧？没有问题啊，给你看啊，来，全部都给你看啊！哦，这是骇客流出的哦，是被挖出来的哦。我想说，这么嚣张的，是不是？那是很厉害77777，或是内部倒出来吹哨，这不是影响监视中，就让他们上面有人施压。对啊，超强，有，这是必须的，这是必须的。
Conversation is done.
Yeah, like literally 1.5 seconds, and this could be solved. This could literally be solved in 1.5 seconds. And this police officer is just purposely choosing to make this way more complicated.
放在了没有密码的 Dropbox 里，这让我想到之前很久以前一件事情，就是我记得好像是卡普空还是哪一个游戏公司，然后好像也不小心把他们就是一些还没有公开的、正在发行开发中的游戏的那个 PowerPoint， 然后被人家挖出来，然后直接被大爆料、大公开。好，不是重点。
All right. What do you want done today? Besides, obviously, talk to
as much as you humanly possibly can.
I can screen charges. I'm open to screening charges through our attorney.
Yeah. Instead of serving these court papers like the police officer promised me he would, this officer would rather screen all possible charges for me to see what random stuff they can make up about me.
What the fuck? What the fuck is this? This is insane.
Give him this paper back since you do not want this.
Can I peek at it?
What was that?
Can I peek at it?
It kind of puts me in a little bit of a bind.
It's fake. There's no lawsuit in it.
So anyway, I'm going to give this back to him and trespasser.
Because here's the thing. Let's think about this logically. Do you think the process server would show up with a guy that's been harassing a YouTuber to serve papers in Utah?
Josh knows that if he gets served these papers, it's going to be really bad for him. And at this point, it seems like he's willing to make up any story he can to get us arrested before he gets served these papers.
They sent a lady in, and the lady's like, "Oh, I'm going to murder you," to Amanda, the manager.
And now Josh has just committed a felony. Lying to the police officers about a false threat I made to get me arrested.
What is he talking about?
Super duper illegal.
So it's gonna murder the manager? What the? That's insane.
Called the store a billion times, threatened the employees.
He does not want the paper. So
He does not want the papers?
Here's that back for you.
Okay.
I'm
not sure what this is. I've never seen something like that. To be honest with you.
These are court papers.
他明明就已经
he asked them. The thing is that, like, I mean, this cop, like, I don't know what he was doing.
打电话过去
So they
确认
muted
过
this
了
part out so they could avoid liability of
这个是
potentially
真的
serving
有
the
这件
papers
事
to this
情
guy, and
这
then
个程序
basically
进到
operated in a gray
送达
area
要送达
where they
告
tell
知的
him
这个
that they
阶段
served the papers, but then if there
然
was
后
ever a
Josh 跟他说这是
conversation
假
about
的
it, you
然后
would
警察
pretend
就
like
说
it
OK 这
wasn't.
假的
Yeah, process server's really
What
good
the
at
fuck?
I mean, how stupid does he think I am? They have fake service papers. The girl is like, she's like, "Oh no, I got to serve in these papers." Like they printed up a fake lawsuit, you know? And I'm like, "Oh yeah, do you think the process server would really be writing with the YouTube guy to deliver papers to a guy that he's been harassing?" I'm like, "Do you think I'm stupid?" I just don't know what to do, man. I'm done with these guys.
We're ready and willing to arrest these individuals for
Utah statutes for cyberbullying and
cyberbullying. Oh my God.
Digital stalking because they're using electronic
电子手段进行跟踪 ，What the fuck？
communication and coordinating their stalking habits.
Well, it's digital stalking, not stalking.
It's all of the above.
Okay,
but because they're continuing to use additional tactics and other things like that, thinking that they're being cute and whatnot.
赛博霸凌。
Somebody has to be arrested to show that they can't continue to do this.
Somebody has to be arrested.
Cyberbullying，OK， 非常新的一个单字 ，cyberbullying。
How to screen for charges with our prosecutors, right? With our city prosecutors.
He is very adamant that he wants to serve you with papers. Okay.
That's fake. That's illegal. You can't pretend to be a process server.
So
you can't. It's illegal.
Why not? In the state of Utah, to be a process server, all you have to do is be over the age of 18 years old. You got to be not affiliated with the case, and you can't be an attorney. And this girl meets all three. She is over 18 years old. I literally met her like 10 minutes before we showed up here, and she's not an attorney. So legally, in the state of Utah, this woman is a process server. And I already explained this to the police.
So anyone can be a process server. You have to be 18 years old, and you have to be not affiliated with the case. So she is not affiliated with the case. She's over 18 years old. That qualifies as a process server.
Okay. Well, maybe just have someone not affiliated with you.
That's her. Yeah, she's. We have no relationship. That's why
So we just met her.
she's here. Yeah, that's why she's here. We have no relationship, and that is who she is. The exact person that you're describing.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's fake. It is a lie. She's impersonating a process server.
Somebody says if the papers are fake, why are you so afraid to take them? That's a really good point. Yeah, I think that kind of gives away the game, doesn't it? Seems pretty obvious that he knows they're real.
So for this girl to be impersonating a process server in the state of Utah, she must either be under 18, which the cops took her ID, verify she's not under 18.
Do you have an ID or anything like that on you?
She has to be related to this case, which Josh says he's never seen her before, so she can't be related to this case. Josh has verified that, and so the only option left is Josh must assume that she's an attorney. But if Josh has never heard of her before, how does he know she's an attorney?
Yeah.
And spoiler alert, she's not an attorney. But so I don't know what Josh means when he says she's pretending to be a process server, because it seems like he's verified that she meets all the requirements to be a process server. So basically what Josh is saying is, even though she meets all these requirements, and I acknowledge she meets these requirements,
I don't acknowledge
she still doesn't meet these requirements. You're making no sense, Josh.
Yeah, you make no sense.
Impersonating an officer.
Yeah. 尽管这个人是真的，但我说他是假的就是假的。尽管这份文件是真的，但我说他是 fake 就是
fake. He's so
fake.
happy. He's like, oh, we got him. I'm so shut up, Baldy. Shut up.
It's a class A misdemeanor to impersonate a process server in the state of Utah.
So right now,
I want her arrested for impersonating a process server. So
送件人被捕。
I can't just go and pretend. I can't go print up fake documents and go try to process serve people. That's illegal.
So these papers that he printed up,
fake. Yes, 1 billion, trillion, gazillion%.
Wait a minute. So isn't this whenever I'm assuming this is when he called the fucking court to figure out whether they're fake or not. So he's gonna take the word of some random bald retard?
This is Ammon.
Not yet. I know. That's what I'm saying.
He's the CEO.
Oh hi. So.
Hi.
We had a former franchisee, Mr. Schneider, is just a YouTuber that got a hold of the story, and then went to this guy and said, "Hey, if I can harass these guys, and if I can do some stuff and get some money out of them, will you pay me some of that money?"
That's a crazy accusation. That Ben is only involving himself so he can get a cut out of the money that was the Star Wars was worth. That's a crazy accusation. That's a CEO too.
And now Eamon has just committed obstruction by lying to the police officers.
He created a fake contract, forged the manager's signature up there.
魔法签名威胁要杀了他。我也很欣赏你可以这样面不改色的对警察说谎。What the fuck？ 他跟法院确认，然后他确认了，然后呢
Trying to speak with someone to verify.
And by the way, this is smart for the cop to do. It is. This is a smart thing to do. Okay, you think it's fake? Well, let me call and check if it's fake. Like, yeah, I think it's very reasonable.
Yeah, looks like a real small claims case in our court.
Okay, thank you for your help.
After this phone call, I guess the police officers turned off the microphone on their body cam because I guess they really didn't want literally anyone to hear this.
Oh my God. Is that illegal? I don't know.
Even if someone gets a hold of the unredacted stuff, not even we now can get it to hear what these police officers are saying.
This is never
but anyways, the police officer ends up going back to talk to Josh.
They're screening some charges, okay? Yeah. But we're just kind of working through. It looks like this is a real case. It just hasn't
gone to court. Okay.
It's a real case. Who's it against?
Him versus you.
Ben Schneider? What an idiot.
So he acknowledges that there's a lawsuit against him and he refuses the service, which means that he acknowledged it and he knows that it's real. He is dead to rights. He has now been served. He has. Like, that's it. It's done.
So basically the consensus is we were all wrong here. However, let's just arrest Ben anyways.
Option here, guys. Like, there's got to be something for cyber.
一定有什么网络跟踪和霸凌之类的，所以他现在就是在公然跟警察讨论要怎么样可以 arrive Ben。
For something that they didn't even do wrong.
欲加之罪，何患无辞啊！傻小啊！
And obviously, like, the background of this makes it like 1,000 times worse because you have a literal, like, these people stole $200,000 worth of stuff. They refused to honor a contract that was signed, and then they call the police to protect themselves from accountability. They refuse service, and now they're telling the police that the police have to find a way to arrest them so they can avoid having to go to court. I mean, like, really, like, this is some straight up fucking corrupt bullshit.
To arrest them and send a message that this is not appropriate. This is not okay.
I'm in agreement with you. Again, that's why we're kind of working through this right now.
This retard is denying service from a legal, like, aren't you servants of the law?
Hello.
他们对 Ben 的态度跟对那个 Josh 的态度完全是不一样的。傻小啦！
See, this is the annoying thing, is that, you know, a lot of these, like, anti-cop people and, like, you know, oh, billionaires are being, you know, like, they're paying the police and, you know, like, you can't trust the police. What really makes me mad more than anything is that these videos prove them right. They do, because there aren't instances where that happens. And that's what makes me so angry, is because I hate those people. I think those people are just, like, fucking scumbag bottom feeder retards, right? But at the same time, there are these instances where it does happen, and I hate the fact that they're right sometimes. It makes me so mad that I have to acknowledge that.
I love you.
I love you. What the fuck?
He's so happy.
Okay, I love you. I love you.
傻小啦！
How shameless.
So now let's get to the search warrant, where the cops raided my house because they heard that I was the one that stole the Legos from Brian.
世界第一
So
终
I
极
found out
无
the
敌
answer
无
of why this
耻
cop was so
哦
rough
，OK，
with
猫
me
咪 ，OB
through
看
my
到了
arm
吗
back.
？That's you。
Before we enter the property,
如果有一
the
天
cop
妈咪被
warned
武
all
装
the
突
police
击，你也会这
officers
个
to
样子。
make sure we are not filming.
Hey, they're probably going to be quick to film. They're probably going to be quick to pull their phones out, so just be aware of that.
However, when we got raided, I instantly pressed the record button on my phone because I was terrified these police officers were going to do something and then try and hide it from the public. But I guess the police officer sees that I'm filming, and once he sees I'm filming, I think he was like, as punishment for filming me, I'm going to bend your arm back upwards and injure you, is my guess of what happened. Because
So they went to his house and then they got mad at him for filming them?
The main kid had his phone recording, so I shut it off, but...
The other kid had a GoPro.
How many did you get? You got Ben?
We got 5. Right now.
We got 5.
Yes.
Sweet, that's good.
Next, we got some unredacted footage of me using the bathroom.
What the?
Another thing about this unredacted footage is we get to see the police's entire office building. We get to see their detective board of us. We get to see that they're actually a member of the Church of Scientology Sucks. All my old school fans will know this, but basically I made a religion called Scientology Sucks. And it legally got approved by the IRS. And Scientology Sucks worships a gold plunger as their god. I even got it tattooed on my wrist right here. It's like a plunger cross on my wrist. I guess the American 4th Police Department is active members of the Church of Scientology Sucks because they literally put my god on their desk. That's exciting. Anyways, we're going to fast forward a bunch. So this is basically a spoiler for episode 3, but basically this Bricks and Minifigs company has nonstop been making fake bomb threats, fake fire threats, fake murder threats in my name that I'm going to murder them. The only problem is obviously these are all fake threats. I would never do something like that. But the police think that these are real threats. So now the police from Los Angeles, from Utah, they're all working together now to catch me. Here's a phone call from just a few days ago of the Los Angeles police calling the Utah police of them scheming of a way to get me arrested for all these mystery threats.
证据呢？总是要有证据吧？啊，要不然我现在就说，李春雨威胁要谋杀我，我就直接打电话跟警察说，李春雨威胁要谋杀我，他说他要杀了我，他说他要 shoot me。哎 然后就警察全副武装攻坚李春雨，王熙哥就是指控说，你要谋杀他，我们要逮捕你，尽管我们没有任何证据，我们没有任何证人，没有证据，没有录音，我们没有任何可以佐证你王熙哥，你说你要威胁王熙哥要杀了他这件事情，我们没有任何证据，但是因为王熙哥说你威胁要杀了他，所以我们要逮捕你，傻小。
From a guy in Provo
请假也傻小
about this guy Schneider. And so it seems like
我信了，不要信啊，聊天室。
San Police are trying to get a hold of Provo police. So it seems like Schneider's kind of all over the place. Basically, so he called me and he's just like, this guy's crazy. He's like making threats against us, my employees, our business, etc. So it seems like this guy might live in LA or his last known address is in LA. So I guess I'm just trying to track down like what you guys are doing, if anything. I know, like, at least I've been told that there's technically a couple of open cases. This guy's already being charged in Utah by 3 different places. Like, what are we doing?
Damn.
And you're worried this.
So, let's use let's use all of our fake made up charges as a foundation to fake and make up more charges. Oh, yeah, of course. Why didn't I think of this?
The only problem is I'm in a place the American police have no jurisdiction over, so they're never going to catch me here.
No American police in sight.
Good luck finding me. You are never going to find me, police officers.
Okay.
Wow. So he's out of the entire... So this guy ran out of the country because, oh my God, Bricks and Minifigs is parting ways with Brandon Best and Joshua Johnson due to a devastating social media campaign. And so now they're trying to roach out. When the CEO is on the phone with the police, the CEO refused to look at the contract. The CEO knew about it because he talked to Ben directly. The CEO knew about all of this and he let it happen. He let the entire thing happen. It's his company. And I think this is ridiculous that he can just simply throw these two guys away, preserve his entire company that he tried to weaponize the law enforcement against. Like, he was trying to ruin Ben's life and get Ben put in jail for years. And you're telling me that I'm an asshole because I'm saying that let's not let him get away with trying to weaponize law enforcement to protect your scam fucking business partners? Fuck that. That's ridiculous. Absolutely. No, it's not enough to be even. Being even is already over. Because he already got the money from the GoFundMe. No, now it's punitive. Now it should be more than that. Because this is a person that lied, tried to cooperate and collude with police, tried to make up false accusations, tried to get somebody and their friends put in jail, have their lives ruined over this lie, and then on top of that, stole the Legos from a dying man, I think knowingly. They knew what was going on. I think they knew. And they, like, do you really think that this guy, the CEO, never called to ask, like, what's going on? Why is this happening? There was never a phone call. There was never a conversation about this. So either he is so negligent that he should basically be accountable anyway for gross negligence, or he did have an idea about it and he was protecting them on a tribal basis or some sort of other bullshit basis. Absolutely fucking not. No, nobody should let up on this. Nobody should accept this. Nobody should say, oh no, it's okay. No, they need to be looking at how to make sure that these people never fucking forget about this. Because again, whenever you try to use law enforcement and collude with them to fuck up somebody's entire life, multiple people, just to cover up for fraud, and this is on top of basically saying you can sue us, but you're going to lose the money in the process. So they even knew that you were trying to abuse the legal system, you abused the law enforcement system, and now you're trying to lie to the public and try to save face. Absolutely fucking not.
大家看完影片后又有什么想法呢？欢迎在下方留言。
不是，这真的是太扯了。6天前，4天前。What the fuck？ Ben 跟 Josh 的法律全部站在 Josh 那边，太夸张了。这个就是真的是明目张胆的，直接跟人家讨论说要怎么把那个 Ben 给搞掉，太夸张了。然后这个真的感觉像是上面有一个什么 指令下来说 OK， 现在就是我们要想办法搞掉这个 Ben， 然后 Josh 是我们的人之类的，我们要想办法帮助 Josh， 我们不能让他被告，我们要就是在想办法用各式各样的罪名想办法逮捕 Ben， 然后如果你们想不到就是真正可以挑他找他辫子抓住他小辫子可以让他踩进去的陷阱，那我们就随便捏造一个莫须有的罪名把他关进去吧。反正把他关进去之后呢，如果他真的想要申诉想要干嘛，那就找他去请律师吧，让他去请律师，让他上刑事法庭再说吧。反正我们重点就是要用一些罪名把他给抓进去就对了，我们要给他心理施压，我们要对他时间施压，我们要让他金钱上有损失，他请律师要钱，然后他被关进去的这段时间他也会有一些财务损失，他会有心理上的压力，精神上的创伤，我们就是要把这个人给搞爆。 What the fuck， 第3集吧已经准备好了，第3集不能上，为什么？ Ben 的最后一部影片侦查不公开， What the， 看一下，等一下哦，1天前乐高事件大更新，这个吗？看一下这个。感谢 Kino Chen 的奖金。看完这一切，如果感到内心愤恨不平，我认为很正常。事实上，这些破事在世界上任何地方都在发生。但过去的人们可能因为生活自顾不暇，或是身在利益中选择闭嘴。当事人也有可能因为在过程中打扰不少人的日常。但说真的，不该为此羞愧。今天聊天室的反应，还有这部影片的出现，你可以知道，人们与社会的想法确实有在转变。接受现实，社会上终究是有烂人。但你知道什么是正确的？我觉得确实啊，这种真的被踢爆出来的，一定是少的一部分啊。可能你有很多是被压下来的，比方说就是人家那边威胁你说，你来告啊！你在这个法律上，你在我们提出诉讼跟我们司法诉讼过程中，你要付出的钱远远比你损失这些钱还要多。我觉得一堆人都在这边就算了，对不对？忍气吞声啊，靠北，好了，就当我衰吧，能怎么办呢？我就衰小，我遇到这种事情我衰小，好了，我 shut up。对你有钱，你大公司，我被欺负，好算了，对不对？或者是走到人家真的要什么警察啦，干嘛？然后发现警察在包庇人家的时候啊，能怎么办？算了。一定很多人都是算了啦，在台湾也有听过很多那种送狗有没有诉讼狗有没有在那边搞你啊，让你跑很远的法院啊，然后跟你在那边拖时间啊，拖到最后一刻啊，然后让你浪费钱啊，然后逼你跟他签和解啊，干嘛的？感谢扣卡上来，这次奖金现在就很常用，例如个资法，今下是夸张啊，个资法这个是什么？
我刚醒来就收到一些蛮糟糕的消息。几个小时前 Reckless Ben 在他的频道上传了一支影片。我之前有听说他已经收到法院文件之类的，不过这一次是 Ben 本人带来了关于他影片第3部的一些消息。很遗憾嘞，事情竟然发展到这个地步啊，对吧？而且根据 Ben 的说法，看起来情况就是这样嘞。我等一下会播放那段影片给大家看，所以你们可以直接听 Ben 怎么说。不过我有看到有一个一直在 X 上追踪这件事的账号分享的这个消息，我看到他分享了，我记得应该是昨天分享的。我有看到这个啊，而这也是 Ben 稍微再多说一点的部分。昨天8点线上向 Ben 提出的这份文件，你可以看到这里写着核准单方面动议关于替代送达方式，所以他现在已经正式在线上收到这些文件了。你可以看到这里面有一些内容，我们等等会一起看。这些内容 Ben 也有提到，不过我们会在听完他对这个情况的说法之后再来讨论。但简单来说，他基本上没办法发布第3部了。他在自己的影片里也稍微解释了一下原因。那我现在就来播放一下那段影片啦。如果你们想看 Ben 的影片可以直接点下面说明栏的连结，或者直接到他的频道 Reckless Ben 去看。就像我刚刚说的他2个小时前才上传，不过我只是想给大家看一下这支影片啊，同时也想让大家看看他在影片里提到的那些文件。所以
第3集终于完成了，经过一连串疯狂熬夜之后基本上也把我的健康搞垮了。但我不能把它公开，不然我就会被关进监狱啊。不止这样，我还会立刻输掉那30万美元的官司。而我们帮 Brian 募资的 GoFundMe 也会直接被这一家我现在不能再提的神秘公司拿走。他们把法院文件寄到我的电子邮件，据我所知法官已经批准这种送达方式是有效的。所以现在我已经正式被送达了，我连提这间公司都不能，不然我就会被关进监狱，什么都没了。 一般来说我会觉得去他的，凭什么大公司要来指挥我？我就是要做对的事情啦。但在这种情况下，如果我这么做，那我所有的朋友都会因为这场官司遭殃，我们辛苦募到的 GoFunding 钱也会全没了，就是马相。所以
对我也觉得很奇怪，他要送文件给 Josh 就层层困难，他一定要本人送到 Josh 手上，然后 Josh 可以拒收，他拒收就可以说我没有收到这份文件，我可以说它是假的，我 Josh 说它是假的就是假的，说不想收就不想收，然后呢 Ben 呢就是可以直接说收不到你那没关系，我们就用 email 我寄到你的 mail 了，我不管你有没有阅读它，我也不管这个 mail 到底是真的是假的，反正我只要寄过去我就已经送达了 OK 我送达了就这样What the fuck。
所以就像我刚刚说的我们等一下会回到那支影片，这里就是相关的文件，我真的很想特别强调这里写的这一段好吗？这里写着这项动议已经获准，法院还有以下进一步的命令，原告至今针对共同被告的送达努力，包括对初步诉状及临时禁止令的张贴、电子邮件、挂号信等方式，如本文件进一步详述这些方式已经且仍然足够，并构成有效送达。原告如有需要，仍可继续以本案所述方式送达诉状及命令。针对施奈格以及 Mansell 等被告，可以透过美国邮政张贴送达。邮寄 FedEx 或是寄送到他们最后已知的电子邮件或邮寄地址或注册代理人的地址。还有我以及 Victor Nguyen， 很明显地，他是 Ben 的朋友之一，也是最常在影片中和他一起出现的那位。当然还有美国邮政邮寄 FedEx 或是寄送到他最后已知的电子邮件或邮寄地址。接收这些方式作为有效送达，并且今后允许这样做是合理且适当的。上述所描述的替代送达方式电子邮件送达，优先采用电子邮件服务。所以我的意思是，至少根据这里所说的内容，对，我猜法官认为这是一种完全没问题的送达方式。而且看起来临时禁止令也已经核准了。这一切基本上就是这样来的，而这也是最让人沮丧的地方啦。接下来这一段就是他在影片里提到的内容，你大概从影片标题就已经知道了。不过我就让 Ben 来公布这个消息吧。
哇，现在连提到这家神秘公司都不被允许了。我个人觉得这很不公平因为这个禁令是因为那家公司告诉法院我在发出炸弹威胁。经理和员工，显然这不是我做的，从录像中也能看到这一点。唯一的问题是我没有机会陈述我的观点法庭只听取了他们的观点没有听取我的观点，因为我没能表达我的看法，所以我现在也被禁止谈论这件事啦。看来可能就是这个，所以是的，
好了，就是这样。我的意思是，这基本上会影响第三部分。由于这件事他将无法推出第三部，因为有人对他提起了禁令诉讼第三部分似乎不会公映。
他只要讲，然后就会直接败诉就对了。
鉴于本在视频中提到，
然后他还会被逮捕。
是
虽然说他现在在墨西哥逮捕这个部分可能就是对，但是主要是他会败诉，然后他募资到的钱就全部没有。
而且现在的情况感觉就像是 BAM 基本上在让小人物闭嘴，我觉得这对他们来说看起来更糟糕好像每一次这个案子有任何进展，他们都会不断选择错误的做法。
我们直接看原片好了，我也觉得他讲的有点烂。等一下他有贴原片在下面吗？应该有吧。原片倒是给个连结original video 嘞。What the fuck？ 我们直接等一下
这就是警察。
这里应该有吧 ？Video.
He hacked into the American Fork Police Department.
这个吧。这个吧。
Episode 3 is finally finished after crazy all-nighters and.
我们还是开个自动翻译。等一下字幕。英文字幕自动翻译中文加减看一边用听的一边加减看
But I can't post it or I will go to jail. And not only that, I will also immediately lose my lawsuit of $300,000 and the GoFundMe we made for Brian will go straight to this mystery company that I am no longer allowed to talk about. They sent court papers to my email, which I guess a judge approved for them that this was a valid form of service. And so now that I'm officially served, I cannot even mention this company or I will be in jail
company
everything.
Mystery
Normally I would be
company.
like, screw the big guy telling me what to do. I'm going to do what's morally right. But in this situation, if I do that, then all my friends get screwed with this lawsuit and we lose all the GoFundMe money we raised, like immediately. So I am no longer allowed to even mention this mystery company. My personal opinion is that this is unfair because this order was put on me because this company was telling the court that I was making bomb threats. I was planning on murdering the manager and employees, which obviously I didn't do, and you can see that in the footage. The only problem is I was not given a chance to share my side. The court just heard their perspective,
感谢
not
Terry
mine.
Chen 这个是
So
19个
because
月
I
要歌
wasn't
早安，
able to
男的
share
是
my
早
side,
安，早
I'm now
安，
no
早
longer allowed to
安
talk。about them, and looks like this might be it. So, yeah.
OK， 真正是 OK 呢。这真正是唔知要讲啥物。不透露，无法了解。现在就这样等开庭了，真的是，我的天哪！他也怒了。哦，耶稣，哦 ，Jesus， 我的。
我要补充说明。
OK， 不行，我觉得不能再看下去，再看下去真的就要看800万年了。峰哥嘞，峰哥有水是不是？哇，等下峰哥水了3个半小时啊！峰哥水了3个半小时哎，你要这样讲，其实我也水了3个多小时。要这样讲的话，我好像没什么资格说。对不起，我看了一下时间，我其实也水了3个多小时。确实跟我现在是差不多了，确实，真的是无耻到一个爆我的天哪！
你们商店的协议
我从早盘看不到，对，确实超级水王那现在是怎样？等7月开庭是不是？刚刚不是说什么所以他在7月开庭，真的是完全没有办法再提这件事情。我
在这里胡言乱语什么？而这时 Ben 拿出了一份由 Amanda 亲笔签名的协议 ，Bam， 上面明明白白的写着 Ben 之前说的那些条款，而截至此时。Amanda 已经打过了8次报警，
这真的是太夸张了，这真的是太夸张，难怪我就想说，就是这件事情其实已经大概是早8前几次早8吧，礼拜1的早8还是上礼拜5早8，我有点忘记了。就是有人就跟我说，哎呀，可以看一下这件事情，但是这件事情很长，可能会看不完什么之类的。我想说，到底是有多长一个乐高的事件？什么就是偷乐高事件可以有多长啊？不过就是乐高被偷可以有多严重，是可以多夸张？真的是有够夸张，这是年度魔幻大片，真的。刚才前不用钱讲解，还有一部分赞叹网络的发达，让我们知道正义的伸张与权益维护并没有因为地区时空碰到被放弃。现在就是有一种我们在跟网络的乡民们、网络的网友们跟那个各位路人吗？伸张正义的一方要跟这个司法体系战斗了是吗？真的是太夸张了，真的是要拍电影嘞！没有，差不多要休息了。我等一下还要出去彩排，还要再稍微就对。苍天已死，黄天当立。律师骇客都来帮忙，真的是应该要开拍一下，这真的是有点夸张，这真的是夸张了。这之后，我觉得这以后应该是真的会有人翻拍成一个什么纪录片之类的。等到这整件事情尘埃落定之后，不管说这件事情最后的结局到底是好是坏，我觉得这整件事情尘埃落定之后，一定会有人翻拍成一些什么纪录片啊，什么乐高事件真实纪录片啊，然后竟牵扯出什么美国地区的一些司法背后的巨大阴谋、巨大黑幕啊，blah blah 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 blah。感谢 DJ 打字也这样进 Netflix 看出这 Ben 当监制。这是夸张了嘿！这真是我们现在还要再等1个多月。感谢刚刚快跳哥是35个，现实就是这么的魔幻，确实有够魔幻。可是呢，我觉得刚刚有一个人提到一件很重要的事情，就是你看他现在一拖再拖，1拖2拖3拖4拖，对不对？我觉得人是会慢慢的，就是 把一些事情淡化掉，不管是本来可能我们很生气的一些事情，就是我要抵制这个店，我要抵制这个品牌。可是当这件事情越拖越久，可能一开始的时候啊，群情激愤，这一个礼拜、这一个月哦，全世界都在抵制，路过还要丢一下鸡蛋，要跟所有身边的亲朋好友说，我们要抵制，我们要抗议，我们要抗议这个司法不公，我们要去伸张人民正义，举起人民正义的法锤，击倒资本主义的高墙，击倒司法社会的黑幕，我们要击倒这些坏人，对不对？但是你在拖，我拖了1个月，对不对？我在用各种手段一直拖，1拖、2拖、3拖、4拖，然后接下来又会有很多新的事情发生，对不对？可能别的地方跟你说什么宇智波一族因为写轮眼的关系怀疑被 drug， 宇智波一族集体潜逃出境，逃到墨西哥之类的。哇，没想到看了这么久的火影者，宇智波一族竟然是 drug， 哇塞！然后对不对？人家就忘了你这件乐高事情了啊，乐高那件事情这么久了还在吵不想再关注了，好累哦。对不对？感谢弟弟打这个奖金，然后再讲乐高本公司最大当赞助商完美。乐高表示，靠背没有提供你们损害我的商誉就不错了。法院想要禁止Ben谈论公司，对啊。感谢扣卡3一个事情，你回想小时候老师的那种偏袒，然后学生被抹黑、被打压、被家长贴标签，长大反社会并不意外，这种事天天发生。这个就是很无辜的人，然后就这样子，今天走的是体制外的工程师官逼民反，第3集被Ben就差很多，对啊，你就没有办法继续再做这件事情。然后你说就是网络上这些 YouTuber， 对不对？其他像是我们这些水影片的就针对 Ben 的影片在发表一些感想的，然后或者是透过自己的方式把这件事情传达给更多人知道。可是如果他本人没有再发出任何的东西的话，我们也没有，就是大家 YouTuber 们或者是一些网络媒体们，对不对？新闻业者们、网络平台们也没有任何的素材可以让这件事情继续发展下去。我们也不可能凭空捏造接下来的剧本啊，对不对？然后我们如果一直在讲前面发生过的事情，我们不管如何1延伸、2延伸、3延伸、4延伸，没有新的东西，我们就是大家就是卡在这。我们就算像是在写论文一样，把这件小事情，然后开始各种不断的分析，对不对？我刚刚也有看到什么心理犯罪学家分析各种分析，但是这种事情可以维持多久？顶多就1-2个月，对不对？1-2个月顶多。如果跟之前说什么7月要开庭，然后就7月因为有些事情没开庭，又或者是7月之后什么司法侦查不公开，不能谈论，对不对？然后这件事情搞不好说，我们已经侦查完毕了，但是谁都不能讲这件事情，我们要什么1个月，什么半年之后才能公开，半年之后才能公布，干嘛之类，半年后谁还记得这件事情？感谢草莓舒服的台前要听，最近的台主午安，一早听台到生气，真的到底有什么破事？超瞎，只希望后面会有好结局，只能说好莱坞编剧都不敢这么写。台主最近真的辛苦了，祝福彩排顺利，那天演唱会前戏狗叫大赛会不会太刺激？请务必保养好喉咙，下雨天出门一定要注意安全，没问题。我今天一定气质狗叫，肯定气质狗叫。感谢子不语的奖金，要的就是群众是健忘还有跟风的，然后变做太多法律上模糊的行为，硬要说可以判定是违法的行为，所以警方才有恃无恐。我觉得他就是有一点走在那个边缘，你知道，就是他有点在那种走钢索的感觉。虽然大家都知道他的本意是好的，可是你知道有些可能讨厌他的人，或者想要挑他小辫子的人，可以说什么你就是为了流量不择手段啊，你这个人出发点就是没有那么的公正，你这个人的出发点也是为了要博取流量，没有那么的正义啊，你只是顶着什么要帮 Brian 父子讨回乐高事情来冲你自己 YouTube 的播放量啊，然后搞不好怎么样，我接一个他 YouTube 播放量什么几百万播放，你看看他透过这件事情水了多少的流量啊，他赚了多少钱啊，你也敢说他从这件事情上没有获得利益吗？什么 blah blah blah， 反正一定会有一堆阴谋论出来，就在那边说他是为了钱啊，为了名誉啊，为了流量啊blah blah 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 blah。怎样阿比，你也这么觉得是不是？把我的茶杯放下来哈，你也这么觉得是不是？光是他那个用 deliver 就是用快递的方式骗 Amanda 签东西，我自己觉得。我站在我自己的角度，我不知道美国的法律怎么样，但是站在我的角度，我觉得这一件他做的这件事情就已经有点偏离航道了，你们懂吗？就是这件事情很不 OK， 我觉得很不 OK。感谢可卡莎，可是讲要小心读书读过的证据力问题，有时候很多时候这种理论没办法。没有入法，却被台湾那些87法官滥用。我觉得在台湾呢，就是 台湾有一个可能比美国还要好一点的地方，就是我觉得台湾的社群媒体还有台湾地狭人稠的部分啊，台湾就是舆论的力量，我觉得蛮强大的。有时候就是一些小事情有没有，就是会被各种平台广泛的报道啊，然后就是台湾也会有一些群情激愤的人们会抵制啊，然后毕竟台湾就这么小一咖嘛，你被那个大家被乡民抵制啊，然后被洗评论啊，被抗议啊，被拒买啊什么之类的，那是很伤的。所以其实有时候台湾的优点，我觉得就是这个样子吧，地狭人稠啊。就如果今天你做了一件事情，然后遭到群情激愤，我讲真的，我觉得这个乐高事情如果发生在台湾的话，真的不会有后面这么多事情啊。就是对。抵制没什么用，不过就是在台湾，我觉得会有用，因为台湾太小了。有没有？如果今天你是一家店，就算是连锁店好了，你搞这种事情，你那么有恃无恐，哇，完全没有模糊地带，就是犯法。我就是对不对？甚至还跟他说，哦，你没有犯法，对，但是我们还是要关你，你就请你的律师在刑事法庭上讲吧。对，对，我们必须要找个理由逮捕他，哦，什么之类的。这个东西放上去，哇，在台湾我觉得是没有模糊空间的，大家一定直接抵制啊，抵制不消费，然后怎么样？然后他就是赚不到钱赔钱啊，干嘛之类，就是对他来说是一个，对这个公司来说是非常伤的一件事情啊。感谢 Enterprise 1943相亲看2次之后，我只能说 Ben 是一个很懂州法律的 YouTuber， 踩线都踩得非常准。他其实对，我觉得还是有很多模糊地带来说真的。永不妥协吗？茱莉亚·罗伯兹演的好，我可能有云过，我在想这名字我好像有听过。社群舆论不一定会朝好的方向声讨，对啦，我不能说这是优点，我只能说这是特点。特色，台湾的一个特色就是地狭人稠，舆论发达，传播的很快，而且群众舆论可以对一间公司的影响也远比美国这么大的国家还要大的很多。那相对的，确实也会有可能就是被带风向之后，可能舆论会各种乱七八糟倒，这也不是第一次啦，对不对？我们有很多事件原本就是可能觉得A 是对的，然后大家就是挺 B， 哇，疯狂的抨击 A， 然后结果后来呢 A 拿出了一些证据然后大家又说原来 B 才是错的，然后去抨击 B， 然后就 B 又拿出证据，然后去抨击 A 确实也是会发生这种事情啊，毕竟民众就是这个样子嘛，就是舆论有办法去影响很多事情，这一件事情本身，我觉得确实是有好有坏。但就单论乐高这件事情的话，如果这么没有模糊空间，这么的罪证确凿，我觉得在台湾真的不太可能走到这个地步。我说单纯以乐高事件来讲，我们现在不讨论别的事件，单纯以乐高事件来讲，这真的是没有什么模糊空间，对吧？这真的没有模糊空间。你看警方上传的影片，Ben 拍的影片，甚至直接有录音就说你们来告我啊，你告我啊 fuck you 告我啊 you idiot 告我啊，反正你在告我的资源远比20万美金还要多，告我啊呀，我眼睛充血 drug 今天看起来很大，全不相关，影响力不大。你朋友间知道的人其实也不多。我觉得这件事情还有一个小缺点，就是它太长了。我觉得就是会想要认认真真了解这整件事情头尾的人可能没有那么多，尤其现在就是短影音盛行的时代，对不对？短影片盛行的时代，对不对？大家都喜欢懒人包，大家都喜欢直接最好是5分钟、10分钟的影片可以了解事情的前因后果。像这种乐高事件，从短短小小的一个 Brian 父子要寄售乐高就有被吞掉，然后一直延伸到什么黑警啊、司法不公啊、宗教啊、下面蛙哥，这个衍生的太多太远，时间太长了。我觉得现在很多人根本没有耐心跟时间去了解这到底发生什么事情，真的太长了。讲真的，如果今天不是直播上会想说跟大家一起看一起讨论这个东西的话，我也不一定，我不一定会打开。有可能如果大家一直跟我说这个要看一下，这个要看一下，我可能会开吧。但讲真的，如果我知道这个东西3个多小时，然后我可能不知道这件事情如此的魔幻的情况下，你跟我说有个乐高被偷影片3个多小时，有没有？我的关键字只有乐高被偷3个多小时的影片， 光是这2个关键字就不一定会让人想要点开来看完了，对吧？
希望全美其他分店如果和总部一起
感谢草莓舒服的小金刚刚说那段网红为了流量的说法，怎么跟某丁主播被黑局告的时候说法很像？基本上现在对付网红的方法就是把人家无缘自救发声打成为了流量不择手段，法官或陪审团根本对网络不懂的老人就会被唬得一愣一愣的。虽然这事情看起来很清楚，不过还是要呼吁一下，网上各种事情都是一体多面，要保持冷静判断才行。确实，有时候我都觉得没有很明确的证据之前，真的不要妄下定论。因为很长啊，王熙哥年轻的时候也很常干过这种蠢事啊。有时候就看片面说辞，然后就开始你这个坏人，然后结果来潮水一退，发现王熙哥没穿裤子，哈哈哈。这个吃一堑长一智啊！现在我有时候对于一些东西的讲法都比较保守一点啊，除非像这种就是很明显的、很夸张的，已经罪证确凿，对不对 ？OB 罪证确凿，我们才有办法这样子，就是很铿锵有力的去讲一件事情，要不然现在真的是学乖啦，那种有一些模糊地带的、有模糊空间的，对方可能还有一些反驳余地的，我现在都不敢讲什么东西啊！哎呀，这个年轻的时候没穿裤子太多次啊，长大之后学乖。
可能还只是因为出于不了解案情。
确实，反转又反转，没错。好啦，两人时间差不多先到这好了。今天等一下要去彩排，先休息一下，消化一下，这真的是有点小夸张。这个事情真的是太夸张了，对，尤其是我觉得，其实因为我们是比较没有办法接受，不太有办法接受这种不公不义的事情的少年郎嘛。有时候年轻人就是比较年轻气盛一点，真的是很生气耶，看完真的是很生气耶。我没穿裤子这件事情是在直播上公开嘛呀？偷偷告诉你们啊，偷偷告诉你们这些有来看早八的人，哈哈哈哈哈！哦，对，今天晚上的狗叫应该会开在土起，因为感觉看了一下那个赛程，感觉会有感觉可能会有一些，感觉可能会有一些。中间会有一些空白的时间，我在想我们在图奇的话，可能可以比较自由的中间去做一些别的事情，在等待的时候可能可以水一下别的影片啊，或者是结束太早结束或太晚结束什么之类，反正就是在图奇比较自由一点了。所以今天狗叫杯应该会开在图奇，因为我也不确定这整个赛事会怎么进行。嗨，所以口头这是我有赢的把握吗？如果没有演唱会的话，我可能会说我会尽力一搏，但是今天我在想我会努力的让自己。不要太拼命，我要想办法让自己冷静一点，因为毕竟今天有彩排，明天还有彩排，下礼拜有演唱会。对 ，OK， 我想赛程表是王熙哥不是熙哥，我也不知道。我那时候看到王熙哥的时候，我也想说，现在是怎样？我现在已经彻底的被定义为王熙哥了，是不是？好啦，先看到这啦。两件事，如果喜欢熙哥，不要忘记订阅、点赞、分享、开启小铃铛。每个礼拜三我都开早八，晚上8点会打打游戏、唱唱歌之类的。那也欢迎大家每个月花一杯饮料钱，或者是花一餐麦当劳安格斯极选系列的套餐的价钱来支持王熙哥。每个月都会发我们的股息呀，投资有赚有赔，但是投资是一个稳赚不赔。我们下次见面就是今天晚上，不确定几点的图奇的狗叫杯。那我先去小休一下，然后准备今天下午的彩排了。大家拜拜。